Hey, this is Gorgasm. You're listening to FANTASM Podcast.
FANTASM.
Hey, this is Damien Lusky from Gorgasm.
This is Anthony Boyd from Gorgasm.
Hey, everybody, it's Kyle Christmas from Gorgasm.
I'm Taylor, guitar from Gorgasm. Welcome to the FANTASM Podcast.
Hey, everybody, this is Damien Lusky. Listen to the podcast.
That
was great. Hey, you're listening to that podcast. And take two.
This is Q Tyler.
What the fuck is up? And welcome to the FANTASM Podcast. I am Corey Gore Christ. With me, Dr. Vincent fucking West.
How we doing?
We got a very exciting episode for you people today. We got Gorgasm on the show later. Fucking awesome interview. It was really a really fun time with those guys. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, those guys. I'm a huge fan of the band. I've plugged them on other podcasts to finally get the entire band on there. Want to take a second and thank all those guys for doing it. I can't believe we got the whole fucking band. I think you guys will enjoy the interview if you're a fan. Even if you're not, it's pretty damn funny.
Yeah, it was just a great time, man. To have all those guys on there, you know, thank you, Ryan, Anthony, Kyle, and Damien, of course. You know, you guys, stellar dudes. They had a lot of fun with it, I think. So that was just a real treat for us and for you guys. It was just, we just had a balls out good time doing that. So looking forward to bringing that to you guys later on in the episode. But first, of course, we can't do that without a film. So what has the doctor prescribed our viewers today?
We're going to do Universal's Tales from the Crypt Demon Night.
It's a great fucking film. It's really fun. Billy Zane's a badass.
He's great.
William Sadler's a badass.
Billy Zane's, yes.
And normally, as soon as this episode starts, we hit play. You know, you guys will hit play with us, but we haven't done it yet. So if you already started Demon Night, please go ahead and press play in 3, 2, 1. Now, you can hear the Universal thing playing in the background on here, because of course we got to have the badass intro with the Crypt Keeper. So we got to see what he has to tell us about this tale. So figured it'd be a fun thing for you guys. If for those of you that aren't following along, you can at least hear the Crypt Keeper on there. So I think it's pretty cool. So I'll actually get right into some stuff. Have you heard any new death metal or anything recently?
I can't buy anything anymore because there's nowhere to walk into a goddamn store and buy anything. So I honestly, trying to rummage through Amazon right now has not been very fun for me. There's a bunch of stuff coming out in August that I'm interested in buying. Not necessarily death metal. Right. I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't know how anybody navigates that side. It's been thrown into my lap. It's great that they have a bunch of stuff, but I can't find anything on there.
Right.
It's just, you have to sit there and dig. I guess the only thing I can plug, and I've plugged it before, is the new Sodom's coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
You're going to be fans of that stuff, but I have no idea. I mean, I'll tell you something that I bought recently off there, though, that I haven't told you about. I've got the new Ghoul album.
Nice, the Dungeon Bastards.
I haven't even opened it though. I've got it, and I'd have listened to some of it.
Saw on Facebook, Tank Crimes posted a thing. You can get that vinyl. It's limited. I don't know if it's still available. I don't think it is. But the vinyl opens up into like a board game that they made. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
I think it's funny. So
that's
shout out to Ghoul. If you haven't got Dungeon Bastards, pick that shit up. If you can find that vinyl version, and there is. Pretty awesome. So yeah, I guess that was it. It was just the Crypt Keeper doing the yell, and then it goes into the movie. So that's good. And then you got a bloody hooker on the bed or somebody. unless it's that time of the month. I'm pretty sure something's going on here.
I worked at a movie theater when this was. I was projectionist. I think I've mentioned that on other podcasts. So this was fun to actually do this film. I'm real happy this film because it never broke on me, and you'd have a reel-to-reel break or whatever. But what I was going to say about this film. Actually, back to the music thing real quick. I can't navigate that fucking site, and then I don't like having to buy everything off of there. It's hard to even find out where to go to buy stuff.
Tits. Yeah, I agree with that. We're only 3 minutes in, you already got fake boobs and blood and gore, so that's pretty cool.
There's the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
That's John Larroquette, better known for me. He was Dan on Night Court, but he was a Klingon in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. But horror fans, that is the voice narrating the original title sequence of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Awesome.
That's who that is. He's a fucking badass.
And then,
Love
of
him
course,
to death.
William Sadler is also your boy on here.
Yeah, I'll get into that here in a minute. I'm actually going to pull that one up, look at that, to get into all that, because it's, a huge fan of his. He's a great actor.
Care to see what I've been working on? So if you're ready, creep, fasten your drool cups and hold on to your vomit bags. We're going to the movies. Frights, camera, action.
He's so fucking awesome, man. I love John Cassier.
I call this one.
Are we gonna turn the audio down, or are we gonna do that?
Oh, yeah. I just want to have the Crypt Keeper part because it was cool.
Billy Zane, fucking love him. If y'all don't know this, he was one of Biff's gang in Back to the Future, in all three of them, actually.
Is he real?
Yes, he's in all three of them.
He has hair, that's why I don't ever recognize.
Well, he looks different in each one. It's funny as shit. But another movie that he did that I'm a huge fan of.
He's the douchebag in Titanic. We all know that.
Well, he's the Phantom, which is a King Features comic book hero that was Flash Gordon's running buddy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm a huge fan of that film.
Thomas Hayden Church is in this? Wow. I haven't seen this movie in forever. Dick Miller, of course, is in this, which is great.
This film, I don't know, but I just like it. I don't know why.
Charles Fleischer.
The soundtrack we really should get into at some point.
Of course, man.
With this
You
film,
got,
but
what's the Megadeth track in here? Diadems is on this one?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, the
Pantera. You got.
Let me pull this soundtrack up here.
There's Machine Heads on there. There's a bunch of stuff, and do I like all that stuff? Not necessarily, but the soundtrack's is good. This movie's good. I couldn't tell you the last time there's been a metal soundtrack that was, even remotely decent. So,
Alone in the Dark actually had a killer soundtrack.
Never seen that film.
The movie's horrible. It's got Chris Jericho and Christian Slater in it. It's fucking weird.
I've never seen that
It's
movie.
bad. It's terrible. But the soundtrack was put out by Nuclear Blast, and it's a fucking awesome soundtrack. I think it's a double disc soundtrack too. All right, here we go for the soundtrack for all you metalheads out there. If you've never seen Demon Knight, this should pull you into this film alone just by the soundtrack. We got Cemetery Gates by Pantera. We got Tonight We Murder by Ministry. And My Misery by Machine Head. It is Diadems by Megadeth. Instant Larry by the Melvins, or just Melvins. You got a Rollins Band song on there, so
I'll take Rollins Band over Melvins any day.
yeah, same here. Beaten by Biohazard, which is awesome.
Yeah, I like
and Policia by Sepultura. which I think is AD, Chaos AD. Then you got Filter and Gravediggers, who I don't know who that is, but that's pretty awesome. So definitely check out the soundtrack.
Hold on,
at
okay,
least.
I go back to Sadler for a second, if it's okay. He's Senator Vernon Trent in my favorite Steven Seagal movie, Hard to Kill.
That's my favorite one, Hard to Kill.
He's the senator.
Is that the one where he's...
I'll take you to the... you can take that to the bank.
Is Hard to Kill the one where he's like, fuck off and die, and he like cuts the dude's head off with a samurai sword? Yeah, that's my favorite one, too.
No.
He's like, fuck off and die, and he cuts the dude's head off with a samurai sword.
I don't know.
Pretty sure
No. This one, he doesn't kill William Sadler, but he crams a shotgun in his mouth, breaks all his teeth.
I don't know if it's that one or not. I'm pretty sure that one's Hard to Kill.
No, I think you're talking about Out for Justice is the one you're talking about.
Maybe, yeah.
That's a good one, too, though, because...
That's the last guy he kills, and he's like,
the guy we like. There's another actor that we like that's in that. The guy that's the sheriff in Devil's Rejects is in that.
The sheriff.
Okay, here's something really weird, and I didn't realize this. William Sadler is also in Bordello of Blood.
Huh.
He's the mummy in it. I'm actually going to have to buy that. I don't have that movie.
Who was, he was the sheriff in Devil's Rejects?
Not Sadler.
William Forsythe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But Forsythe is the villain in Seagal's Out for Justice. I think
he's
that's
a good
the one
villain.
with the samurai sword. I think that's what you're talking about.
All right, here's the soundtrack for Alone in the Dark. You ready for this? And
Yeah,
it was
Sadler stuff, so you're good.
It was a double disc soundtrack put out by Nuclear Blast. So these are all Nuclear Blast bands. Most of them you probably don't like, but it's still a good soundtrack considering, it's just a weird movie to do that. It's got Dimmu Borgir on there. It's got Fear Factory, In Flames, Strapping Young Lad, Agnostic Front, God Forbid, Chimera, Dark Tranquility, Exodus, Machine Head, Meshuggah, Nightwish, Cradle of Filth, Arch Enemy, Death Angel, Hypocrisy, Misery Index, Suffocation, Cataclysm, Bloodbath, All Shall Perish, Sam L, Dying Fetus. I mean, it's a pretty damn good soundtrack. And there's a lot more on there, but, the notables, especially for the fans of this podcast, that...
Can you kick the subs on?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm
No, you're good.
a little unprepared today.
We're fine.
There we go. Yeah, it's got One Shot, One Kill by Dying Fetus. It's got Outnumbering the Day by Bloodbath.
It's a long soundtrack.
It's 2 double disc. And it's all just Nuclear Blast bands. And Souls to Deny by Suffocation, which is great.
So they got some Relapse bands too. There's all those bands from Relapse's record you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sadler was also the Grim Reaper in all the episodes of Tales from the Crypt, the television show.
Awesome.
He was Niles Talbot, the Grim Reaper. Here's just something else interesting about him. He was also in Poltergeist The Legacy, which I think is a fantastic 90s reboot horror show. He was also in the reboot of The Outer Limits.
Nice.
In Star Trek Deep Space Nine, he was Luther Sloan.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of get nerdy here for a minute. Luther Sloan is one of my favorite characters from Star Trek. And the basic deal with him... I'm trying to find it here so I can get more specific with it. This is pissing me off. Well, I'll take a year. Either way, he was a cool character. I'm not going to go into it. But. So, we're in the hotel bar,
Yeah.
and there's Sadler.
That's Dick Miller, too, with him, I think. Uncle Willie.
All these actors have been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that is Dick Miller.
Did you watch Tales from the Crypt when it was on?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I got some of it. That's not DVD. I don't have any of the Blu-rays, but
I
loved watching that shit.
I watched it.
I used to watch that and Twilight Zone, like the old stuff, because they used to come on late on HBO.
I enjoyed I enjoyed some of it. Not all of it, but
What, Tales?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I don't remember any of the shit, but I used to watch it as a kid because I liked it. You know, I mainly liked it.
See, the precursor to HBO having that show was a show that I enjoyed called The Hitchhiker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of that.
The 3 shows I would watch, like those, were I would watch
Tales from the Dark Side, of course.
I would watch Tales from the Crypt. I would watch the old Twilight Zone, and I would watch Mystery Science Theater, which I loved too.
Could never get into that.
Never liked that.
No.
I thought some of it was pretty damn funny.
No, it's cool. I think it's you either like that or you don't.
Yeah.
I think the Mystery Science Theater stuff, it really is that simple. You either were a fan of it or you were not. And I was not.
I liked it. Tell you guys a little bit about this film. Basically, William Sadler's character is Breaker. It's a soldier. And he gets this key that it's like an evil key, you know. And then Billy Zane is a demon that wants the key. And there's Charles Fleischer right there.
That motherfucker's been in a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah. And he was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's who you're talking about, yeah.
He was in Nightmare on Elm Street, too. Charles Fleischer.
I want to also say something about this film. The only thing that I like about this film is William Sadler and Billy Zane. If they were not in this movie would be a turd.
Oh, I agree. The actors make this film.
Them specifically to me.
Yeah.
If the two of them were not in this film, I would have no interest in this film. Zero. Billy Zane, I don't know why he's not been a bigger actor. I think he's fucking awesome. I want to drink beer with him. I want to get him on the podcast. I fucking love him. I think he's awesome.
I guess after Titanic, he really didn't have to work anymore. You know?
Well, I don't know. It's just odd. I don't ever see him doing it. You know,
Yeah, he's great,
interesting.
man.
He actually does an interview on this Blu-ray.
Does he?
Yeah, which is awesome.
That is awesome. Because he's the collector in this, the demon that's trying to get the key from Breaker, which is pretty cool. He's the
best.
Very
part of this
fun
goddamn
character
movie.
in this.
You know, it's interesting how Hollywood does that stuff. I've never really got into this on the podcast. It bothers me. There's so many great actors that I love, and they get no work. And then a piece of shit like Star Trek Beyond gets made.
And all those actors somehow get paid
a lot of money. I don't get it. You know, and I also want to just to briefly touch on that too. You know, it's like that Harold and Kumar thing, garbage. Oh, those movies are fucking stupid.
And what's his name? Works for Obama, or he did for a little while. I was like, what are you doing, man?
Which one?
Kumar.
Really?
Can't remember his fucking name to save my life right now, but he's
it's weird.
He worked for the Obama administration, like he was a letter writer or some shit. I don't remember.
That's odd. I mean, I like Obama. I voted for him, but I don't know. That's just weird. I don't know. I thought the guy was a comedic actor. I don't know. But he's not the one I have an issue with. I hate the fucker that's in fucking Star Trek. I don't know that guy's name. I can't stand him. But yeah. To be clear, the Abrams Star Trek garbage, the guy that plays Sulu, he couldn't act his way out of a fucking paper bag. But there's another actor that I fucking hate in this movie. Speaking of which, I can't stand this asshole right here. He was the Sandman in the third Spider-Man.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Can't stand him.
He's got an annoying face.
Yeah, man.
That's what it has.
It is. I want to hit him with a fucking bat.
If you have an annoying face, I can't like you. I don't know what it is.
No, he...
You know what I mean? That's why I don't like him.
I'm in full agreement
his face
with that.
looks like a butt.
You ran with that.
I just hate his face.
I do too.
Like, it's nothing about him as a person. It's just...
the only thing I see when I see him was he was that shitty, dumbass mechanic on fucking Wings. It's true. And I just wanted to hit him with his own tools. It's like... I wanted to
throw a monkey wrench
accident with it. No, I wanted to have an accident with a saw and cut his head off. But I can't deal. I just don't like that guy. I don't know. I don't like him in anything. It is. You ran with that. Gorecross nailed it. I didn't even have to go on a rant about it. He nailed it. I hate his face. I can't argue that. If any of you out there understand that, it's if you hate somebody's face, that's it. That's a coffin nail.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just It's like,
now the sheriff here, the heavyset guy. I do not know this guy's name. He's been in a ton of shit.
who?
The sheriff. The police officer that was driving Billy Zane. Not the deputy, but the other one.
John Shuck.
He's been in fucking a million things.
He's in Voyager.
Yeah, I know. He's in a bunch of shit. The Star Trek stuff, I love it. Just swims in and out of the films I like. And I had no idea. We sat down and watched this.
He's in Undiscovered Country, too, the film.
Yeah, he's... let me tell you a little bit about him. He's an annoying Klingon. He's in Star Trek 4. He's the Klingon wanting Kirk brought to justice for blowing up a Klingon ship.
Right.
Or not blowing up the ship, killing all the crew is what he did. He blew them up inside the Enterprise. But yeah, John Shuck is... I always forget about that. Yeah, he's another Star Trek actor.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, we say it every episode, if it's horror, then Star Trek.
Can you pull up something here? I'd love to share this with everybody on here. My phone is bit the dust, but what was this shot on the Universal lot? Because it looks like it to me.
Let me check.
This is definitely a closed-off studio. I'm curious if this was shot like on the set or where they shot the... Because I know Warner Brothers was the television show because it's HBO, but this was obviously not Warner Brothers. This is Universal, so I wonder if they moved over to the Universal soundstage maybe to do this or... Yeah, it's funny. He's a Klingon. It's funny. It's Billy Zane.
That's probably my favorite role besides the Phantom that he did.
He's great. He's great in Back to the Future. He doesn't really do anything. He's funny. He's one of Biff's goons. Why don't you make like a tree? Get out of here. It's my bad Biff impersonation for everybody.
It was filmed in Canada.
No shit.
And there were some parts where...
what part of Canada?
Vancouver and British Columbia.
You know, that seems to be a theme with a lot of things I love.
Yeah.
Stuff is filmed in Western Canada.
But it's also
strange.
great, too, most movies.
I do another plug right now. Star Trek Discovery, the new television show, is being filmed in Canada as we speak. It's being filmed in Toronto.
Comes out in January.
Being filmed in
Looks
Toronto.
pretty awesome just by the teaser. Okay, the part where Crypt Keeper goes to the movie premiere in this film, that's in Los Angeles where that was
That's
filmed.
at the Universal Studio.
Yeah. And the diner part is in Santa Clarita, California.
Okay.
And then the interiors and exteriors of the hotel were filmed in Los Angeles as well in an aircraft hangar. Now you got some more epic boobage.
What's the deal with this broad? What else has she been in?
I
I don't remember finding her attractive, and I do find her attractive now. I don't know why. Although the fact that she fucked that fucking bastard.
I don't know who she is in the film. I can't remember.
Well, there's not many women in this.
I don't know if it's Wanda or Cordelia.
It's Cordelia. I just got it off the...
Let's see. She's in Death Spa. Which is
fucking
weird.
awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Guys, if you've never seen Death Spa, buy it on Blu-ray.
That's great.
It's a great film. One of my favorites. And actually...
Who put that out? Was that a Scream Factory?
No.
Or,
Nope.
Wasn't Synapse?
Nope.
Wasn't...
One of my favorite companies. And they don't ever put out enough stuff. I love these guys because these guys are
Scorpion.
broke. Nope.
The one that starts with V? Can't remember their name.
No.
It's not Arrow?
Faces of Death.
The label? Face?
Wow. No, Gorgon.
Gorgon. That's right.
Guys, let me tell you something. Gorgon home video has been scaring the shit out of me for 30 years. I'm a huge fan. Death Spa is something we will eventually do on here. I have it. I'm a big fan of that film. But kind of going to Death Spa just briefly, Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime album sampled the shit out of Death Spa.
Yeah, which is weird, but it's totally what that is.
It's amazing.
You showed me that.
Yeah.
Because you were like, they took Death Spa. I thought it was weird, but
it's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
To kind of go back to some music stuff coming out, Powerwolf's putting out their first live Blu-ray this month. I'm buying
it's
that.
It's going to be great.
It's I can't find a place to really find this shit. It's like if I stumble across it, and I like to keep people informed about what's going on, but I got to be honest with you guys. A lot of stuff that I like, these bands don't get in a hurry to put this stuff out.
And when they do, you can't fucking find it anymore. You gotta be on their Facebook. You gotta
right. It's like finding out when they're touring. If you're not a hardcore death metal fan, and speaking of which, I'm going to share the love here right now. One of my top 5 death metal bands is touring this October. Go see Malevolent fucking Creation.
Hell yeah.
We'll be seeing them in Atlanta on October 6th. Go see this band. If you're a fan of death metal, go see them. I'm so excited about it. Corey's never seen them.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
We're going to try to bring you an interview from that thing. I've been trying to do that for months. Again, I apologize, but hopefully I made up for it with the Gorgasm interview. But
that one. We took a little hiatus, but we were doing episodes and shit. There's just a lot been going on with work, and we're all very busy.
Corey's been real busy.
Doctor's got a lot of corpses to attend to.
I've been doing my own
lot of funerals. So I mean,
Corey's been doing a lot of grave robbing. He's been busy.
Been robbing
he's been
graves,
selling the corpses for extra cash.
I have you check them out and fillet them out for me, and then I just sell the cadavers to colleges. So but yeah, I've been very busy. But we've recorded
anything.
We've recorded a lot of episodes for you guys, but it's just been a while to get them out to you. But we did drop you 3 in one day after Axe Free weekend, so hopefully you guys can sit on that and enjoy it. And then when you hear this episode, you'll be ready for another interview episode. So it was nice to go back to our roots, our bloody roots, if you will, and just do some bare bones episodes with just us. It was what we always like to do, for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, setting up interviews. Interviews are a lot of fun, but they're difficult to get together sometimes. It's not. I've had so many. I could sit here the rest of the night. I won't. Talking about ones that have went in the toilet.
Yeah.
That I've tried to set up, but I get people. I just recently I had somebody tell me that they were interested in doing it, and then never got back with me, and don't respond.
A lot of these people are touring musicians, or they're in the middle of writing or recording, and I understand that too. But it's hard for us. 'Cause,
I'm not a bot. You could be a little nicer. Than just give me a thumbs up.
It's just hard.
It's goddamn frustrating what it is, but
it's hard to get a hold of people, and then when you finally do, you don't really hear much. So I understand, but at the same time I don't. So we do the best we can to reach out to people, and mostly we only get the people that really want to do it. They'll be the first to respond back, and sometimes it takes a little working out, but we do get it worked out if they want it to. So that's just how it works.
I apologize out there again for when things fail. I also apologize on not really having a lot of music stuff to talk about on this episode, but I mean, goddamn, I can't navigate Amazon to find new releases. You know, it's just
we're
it's
physical.
frustrating.
We're physical people, so we like to buy stuff. And
I'll tell you something I'd like to plug though that I bought that I didn't tell you about that I found in Chattanooga. And I can't believe somebody would sell this. I found that black metal band that you like. I found their newest album down there.
Juder?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're fucking incredible.
That record's
band.
pretty awesome.
Saw them last year live, and they were nasty. Like, there's no other word to describe their performance. They were actually scary. They scared me a little bit. They're a 3-piece. They're Norwegian. They're real. They're fucking scary dudes, but they're borderline death metal. I mean, they're just an awesome band. I mean, they're as heavy as fuck, and they don't even have to try. So that's pretty awesome. And now in the movie, the Collector has brought his little demons after cutting his hand. Get that little neon green goo blood coming out. We're at 29:51 on the film, if you guys are following along at home. And you got fucking Breaker here just stomping ass, throwing knives, and he's got this little, I guess it's like some kind of holy water shit that makes barriers so they can't break through. It's like this bright red shit. It's pretty awesome.
All right, kids, this is going to take a minute. I'm going to go ahead and start this. This is the list from hell because we're getting closer and closer to Halloween. So here's my list of things I'm buying.
So this
I'm not even recommending this. This is stuff I'm buying. You can buy it if you want. I'm buying all this. And it's going to wipe me out.
This is the wall of meat from the doctor.
This is here, and here it comes. Microwave Massacre. That comes out in August.
You know we're doing an episode of that, so definitely stay tuned.
Slugs.
Awesome.
Chopping Mall.
Have to do that. I've been plugging it on our Facebook, on our Twitter. I'm a huge fan of that movie. It's Barbara Crampton. It's awesome. We're definitely going to do that for you guys once we get a hold of it.
I just want it. It's just something I want. Dead End Drive-In, Basket Case 2 and 3. This is not something I'm buying, but I want to plug this for the fans out there because if there's fans of this film out there, I want to give it some love. I've never seen it, honestly. Stephen King's It is finally coming out on Blu-ray.
You've never seen It?
I've never seen it.
Wow, it's good.
I'm not
long.
a
It's
big
long.
Stephen King guy.
That's one of his only good films, because Tim Curry's awesome.
But I would like to bring this up because I've not heard you mention this, and this is something I'm very excited about. Universal has restored American Werewolf in London. With a 4K master.
They just now announced that, so we really haven't had.
That's a 4K
I don't think
master.
we've put out an episode where we've been able to talk about that.
We got any Blood Diner fans out there? That's coming out on Blu-ray. Scream Factory's putting out Exorcist 3 in a collector's edition. Here's one I want to plug that I just bought from Severin. Dr. Butcher / Zombie Holocaust.
You bought that?
Yeah, it's
we
on
got
its
to
way.
do that, man.
It's on its way.
We got to do that one.
It's on its way.
Dr. Butcher MD,
I
love it.
I just got it.
Zombie Holocaust that's what it was called overseas. Awesome fucking film.
Beware the Blob, a.k.a. Son of the Blob from 72 is coming out. Not sure if I'm going to
That's
get
good
that
for
or
a collection.
not.
That's good for a
I
collection.
kind of feel like I want to get it.
That's a collector's thing. I'd get it just to have it.
Hellhole is now out and available from Scream Factory. The Hills Have Eyes limited edition, which I have already pre-ordered for me and Corey. The Hammer Horror Universal 8-film collection. Oh, you're welcome.
There's also another, speaking of Hammer, they're putting out...
Shit!
Hammer's putting out... I don't know if it's Scream Factory or somebody... They're putting out The Evil of Frankenstein, and they're putting out another one.
Well, I wanted to talk about that. I'll get to that in just a second. Mill Creek is putting out a bunch of Hammer horror double feature things, and they're very cheap.
That's what it is.
The one I'm really excited about getting, and I can't remember what its partner is the Gorgon.
Yeah.
The Gorgon is something I would love to do on this show.
Of course.
I'll get to that in a second. Evils of the Night is coming out on Blu-ray, which looks to be an Arrow title. It's a great film. I haven't seen it in years. What do we got here? This is something else that I also want. This is a full moon movie that has... oh, God. Let me just click on it. It's going to drive me goddamn insane. Linnea Quigley in it.
Nice.
Let me get back to that. I just lost it. Give me just a second. I just lost the whole goddamn thing. Yeah, I have Zombie Holocaust on Blu-ray, but I wanted this new version supposed to look better.
Yeah.
It's been out of print for a long time. The same company put out a movie that I love called Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. It's another movie I'd like to do on here. But
Oh yeah.
and I just lost this again because I hate Amazon. I've been forced because a store that I bought all my stuff from that I started when we did this podcast still existed and is now officially going out of business. So I've gotten butt fucked on a bunch of stuff I ordered. So I'm like way behind on stuff that I was buying.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed off about it.
You know, it's
Sorority Babes in the Slimebo Bolorama with Linnea Quigley. I want that. It's out.
that's
We have
awesome.
any fans of this stuff?
We got to get that.
The Just Desserts documentary, which is overpriced right now on Amazon for $25 when it was just $16.99 last week.
You can get that from Synapse. Their website has it, and it's cheaper. And that's
Psycho
who
for
put
the
it out.
Beginning, which I'm
course.
buying. That comes out also in August. Astro Zombies is coming out.
I thought this was a cool part in the movie where they show. I guess it's supposed to be fucking
Bad
Jesus.
Moon is now available
Yeah.
from Scream Factory. Great movie. One of my favorite actors.
And
in
Sean
that film.
Clark does a audio commentary, I think, on that one.
I'm gonna have to buy that.
and not
I'm
a. He doesn't
big
do
fan of
a
it.
Horus Hologrounds, but he does do a commentary on it, I think.
Let's see what else is on here that I've been chomping at the bit to get. Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Sin, the 3D
See, I've never
Blu-ray from
seen
the
that.
80s. It's hilarious. I don't know if Invasion of the Body Snatchers, kids, pick it up. It's beautiful.
Of course.
I don't know if we'll do that one or not.
Even
I'd
if you
like
have
to,
the old
if you wanna do that
MGM one with the
you
you
wanna
know
do
the
that,
cover,
we can do that.
yeah, Invasion, that's a classic one, man.
Blood and Black Lace, which I still don't have, which is available from Arrow. Scalps, which I actually have with me today, which we chose not to watch. Mainly me deciding not to do it just because it's kind of a weird movie. We may do it sometime, though.
Yeah.
Daughter of Dracula, which is a redemption title, which I want. We have any Jeepers Creepers fans? Those things came out back in June. They're impossible to find. The first and second one. I have no idea why those things are so goddamn hard to find, but they are. I've never physically seen them in a store.
I haven't either.
You
know what, since,
the Carrie Collector's Edition's coming out, if we got any fans of that, I'm not a fan of it myself.
Since FYE's kind of shit the bed, they haven't.
It's went to shit too.
They haven't. They used to be the first like place I would find Scream Factory stuff in stores was FYE. They'd have it front shelf. Now they don't have shit. They don't get new stuff anymore.
I want to plug another movie on here that I watched recently, and I can't believe that I liked it, and I will actually tell people to go buy it, that I actually liked it better than the original, and that is...
Cabin Fever?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I actually
since you
think
recommended
it's
it, I'll
I
try
actually
watch
think
it.
it's better than... I'm not an Eli Roth fan. I feel like every movie that he does, he's jacking himself off somewhere, and I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
We can do it on
If
the
you guys
podcast,
want
man.
that movie, it's on Blu-ray for $10 at Best Buy. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's fucking like $25 on Amazon.
Yeah, of course.
This is a private plug for me, but I'm going to plug it anyway. They are putting the entire Knight Rider and Miami Vice out on Blu-ray.
I'm getting the Miami Vice for sure.
Huge fan. I'm sure Dallas, he was
Yeah.
very excited about the
He loved
Knight
all that
Rider
shit,
Blu-ray.
Which coming to you guys after this interview, because we're going to get right back on track with putting these out regularly as quickly as I can, you know, so you guys don't have to wait. We interviewed Dallas Toller-Wade from Nile. They're on the Summer Slaughter tour right now.
Amazing interview.
It's awesome. It's so much fun. But we did
Great
an
guy.
actual...
He treated us like fucking royalty at that show.
Yeah, we had a ton of fun. And we actually did a full movie with him on the tour bus, so that was really, really nice.
Royalty, kids.
Yeah,
We
it
got
was great.
treated like fucking royalty. I want to thank Corey for making that happen and Dallas for making that happen. That is the most fun I've had in a long time.
It was super
we did it in
fun.
a very uncomfortable situation for me, which I
Yeah.
won't get into. We were at a venue that I don't like to go to, and Corey and Dallas made it a very special day for me. Probably, I have to
was
look
great,
and say
man.
now it's one of the best times I've had this year. It was a lot of fun.
It's awesome.
Thank
Me
you
too.
for always having a lot of fun with me.
Hey, man.
And making
Of
me
course.
feel relaxed in a situation, because normally... and you guys will notice when you hear that interview, just kind of touch on that for a second, it's not like the Gorgasm one. It was kind of like the Dallas show that day. It was fun. He really had fun doing this.
It was definitely
if he didn't, he's a hell of an actor, because I felt like he had a lot of fun.
It was definitely a Dallas Takeover episode because he was doing the commentary on the film. This was one of the first. I'll tell you just the insight of this, how we got this interview. he was one of the first people I had asked to do interviews. When we first started doing this podcast, it was just me and the doctor, bare bones. We were just doing our thing, having a good time with it, and we still are. It hasn't changed a bit, but we started thinking, why don't we incorporate death metal elites, like interviews in our episodes, and that'd be great. And hopefully they'll want to do movies with us. Before we even got Brian from Vital Remains, I had reached out to Dallas around that time, but it was before we actually locked down an interview with Brian. And Dallas was very quick to respond. He was always in touch with me and let me know, he let me know everything, and his availability, all that stuff. So once the Summer Slaughter dates came out, I was like, hey, why don't we just come to you and we can do an interview. And he suggested the idea. It'll be easier if you guys just brought the film, so we can all watch it, on tour. So that way, we won't have to just do a phone interview. So that was all Dallas's idea, and it was great. And he chose the film, which of course, before we started doing these interviews and we started running into issues with that, he picked his own film and he ran with it and he loved it. He had a great time doing the commentary for it. So, really excited to bring that interview to you guys. And yeah, thanks again to Dallas for just doing having a killer time and actually enjoying us bringing the movies, because that's really my true. I think it's the doctor's too. The thing we would love to do all the time
it's great.
Is to bring horror films on tour to musicians and watch it and do an episode. But you can't do that all the time. Not everything comes to where we're at, and we don't get paid to do this. We do this for free, so we don't have the time and money and resources to just go out to shows and do this all the time. We can't do it for a living, obviously. So
Dallas helped make it happen. That's why I was saying.
Yeah, but really Dallas was like, "Hey, I'm coming to your neck of the woods."
I mean, he hooked us up. It was not cheap to get into the show. We got to enjoy Crizzy, and we also got to enjoy Nile.
Yeah, it was great, man.
But I want to say something too. I don't know if we can do this or not. You guys are probably in for a special treat at some point. We've got 2 alternate audios for that.
We do.
And I think I had so much fun with that. I want to ask you on the spot here on the podcast. We should put them both up at some point.
I think so, yeah. And
the fucking running audio, you guys were... One of them that I was wearing, I think we may just put it up raw. Yeah. It was so goddamn funny.
It was funny.
Because he and I had a nerd out. We became like friends sitting there.
We were recording, for this one, since this was the only physical... this was the only time that we've brought our gear to musicians on tour and went on their bus and watched the film and recorded an episode. We've never done that in person. We've done everything over Skype.
I mean, we live mic'd the mic. We did the live.
Yeah, we had a live mic.
And Brian, that was fun. And it's still cool that Brome, did that.
No, it was great.
We did a guest, and we're going to bring some more live interviews.
And right, Brian is still actually our only live interview. Also, besides Dallas was our first.
Dallas did the work.
Yeah, Dallas was our first full movie episode in person.
But I got to give some love to Brian for just on the spot. Yeah, and Brian, right off the fucking stage, guys. You listen to that episode with Brian, and it was raw. But Dallas treated us like fucking family.
Yeah, it was great.
And I don't know why he did, but you know what, man? Cheers to you. We had a fucking... He's an original Star Trek fan, which I think is fucking awesome. He's a fucking Flotsam and Jetsam fan. He's a Metal Church fan.
We had a lot of fun Sanctuary fan.
Yeah, man, we had a lot of fun talking music and film.
We owe you a beer and then some, so thanks for that. And it was a lot of fun. Can't wait to bring that.
You'll
to
be
you guys.
seeing him. We both will be seeing him probably in the next few weeks.
All right. And I go to Guarbecue in about 2 weeks. Going to try and pull some stuff together for you guys there, if not the Summer Slaughter.
He is going to be wearing a live mic, and then I will be wearing a live mic shortly thereafter.
We're going to try and work some stuff out, because we've never done separate interviews, or I think this would be a fun time, because summer is the best time to get these, because all these bands are on tour right now. They're either just had records released or they're putting out records soon.
And hopefully with Corey's stuff, and then mine at the Atlanta show that I'm going to, the last show.
Just do a Summer Slaughter episode,
Well,
maybe.
we've kind of got a trilogy working for you because we started with Dallas, and then we got Corey's, which would be The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Doctor,
Yeah.
in Atlanta. But, a couple more releases for you guys. Child's Play Collector's Edition.
Of course.
Some of these are not horror, but I'm plugging these because these are things he and I are interested in buying. They're putting a Bill and Ted's collection out. Roadhouse Collector's Edition. That's Shout Factory.
That's bought.
Universal is putting out Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, The Legacy Collections, finally on fucking Blu-ray. Finally.
Yes.
Very excited about that. Midnight Run, my favorite Robert De Niro film's coming out on Blu-ray. This is not horror, but I have to mention this
These
for a
fucking
second.
demons are scary, actually.
We got Pan's Labyrinth fans out there. That's coming out. Criterion's putting that out.
Weird.
The Pit from 1981. Something Corey's going to want. There's an Aliens box, a little collector's box.
It's the if you've never seen it,
$10.
Yeah,
at
if
Walmart.
you've never seen it at Walmart, they still have it. It's Alien, and it's the 30th anniversary edition.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't quote
and
that.
it comes with like a little comic book in it. It's $10, people. It's the Blu-ray. If you already have the quadrilogy, they actually just Walmart just released a new quadrilogy. It's not the box one. It's just like a
I've
regular
seen it.
Blu-ray,
Target has that
and it's
thing
like
too,
$15.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
way
cheap.
cheaper. It's not even $25 anymore. But if you have Alien, the 30th anniversary edition with the little comic book, the collector's one that was $10, they're putting out Aliens.
Actually, I think it was like a 40 because that's a lot older movie than.
Maybe, I don't know. It's
Where's the goddamn thing?
it's right there.
Why can't I see it?
It's up front, top shelf in the front. There.
Yeah, 35th.
Okay, 35th. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And then you got the
now,
Aliens.
now, if you want the little brother to sit right next to it on your shelf there, Aliens is coming out the same way. It's a little collector's edition, $10 at Walmart, Blu-ray. Probably got a little comic book or art book thing with it, so that'll be pretty fun.
Again, this is not horror, but I'm plugging this as a great film. There's a 30th anniversary of Highlander coming out that's bought.
Highlander's fucking awesome, man.
30th anniversary.
It's just
A
good.
lot of extra stuff on it. Let's see what we got. The Elvis John Carpenter Blu-ray is finally coming out, which
Nice.
I want. They're re-releasing Twin Peaks on Blu-ray. I don't know why. It looks to be the same damn thing I've had for
I think
because
they're about to put out new ones, aren't they?
Maybe that is.
So they're
it's a
kinda-
double dip.
yeah.
If you guys have already got the old set, it's the same fucking thing.
Unless you really love
It is a
that.
lot cheaper though. Instead of $100-something, now it's $50.
I'll probably actually get that because of the price.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great.
If
deal.
you don't already have it, or if you're a collector and Twin Peaks is your jam, then just pick that up too. I mean, why not? If you're the type of person that has all those releases, then you might as well just grab it.
The standard Tenebrae is available.
Yeah,
soon.
they're selling the rest of their shit. You know, all the limited versions. They're on a very, very low quantity to the point of where you have to email Synapse to get copies now. You can't do it.
Have
from
you
the
heard
site.
anything else about?
Suspiria?
Yeah,
Nothing.
or Phenomena. Supposedly they're putting that out
Nothing.
as well.
It's in their catalog for the future, but they haven't released anything. I think they ran into so much trouble with Tenebrae that they're probably saving that, or they're at least working on it. I don't know. They haven't.
I want
said
to
anything.
plug two other things on here that I keep reading good reviews about, although I have the Twilight Time one that's impossible to find. Apparently, this Region-Free Night of the Living Dead, the Savini one, is a very nice copy.
Yeah, that's brand new. They
It's
just
cheap.
put that out.
And I'll tell you something else on here that I wanted to mention. I want to give a little love to this. This is not a horror film, but if we have any fans of just good film, I want to plug this. The best movie that I saw this whole year is coming out on Blu-ray in August. It's a movie called The Nice Guys.
Yeah, it looked really good.
It's my favorite thing I saw this whole year. Just is. It's just a great film, and it comes out, I believe, in August. I'm going to have to look to see. Russell Crowe. It comes out August 23rd. It's bought. I'm not even going to blink. I'm just going to buy it. It's great. I'll let him borrow it. Shane Black directed it. Corey turned me on to Shane Black. Shane Black was in the original Predator. He's also doing the new Predator film.
Yes, he is.
And he also directed Iron Man 3.
if we have any comic nerds like me and Corey out there.
Here's a update from Scream Factory, and this one is fucking beautiful. And I haven't seen this till just now. I knew they were releasing it, but they just put the street date out. It's for David Cronenberg's Rabid. The official street date is November 22nd. And look at this fucking slipcase of it. It's pretty awesome.
What else? Do the Scream Factory list for everybody.
Let's see. I'll finish the Rabid update here. This was posted yesterday on the Scream Factory Facebook. It's a collector's edition with the slipcover, of course, and they're just talking about the artwork here. And it says bonus features and specs are still in progress and will be announced sometime in September, October. And you can pre-order it right now. So definitely go pick that one up.
Did they do the double case thing on that one?
No, I don't think so. And of course that Metal Storm one's out. I'm trying to pull up that...
the Metal Storm thing's out?
Let me see.
I didn't think that was out.
It comes out September 13th.
Yeah, I didn't think it was out yet.
Let me see. Now I'm trying to find...
can you plug, if you can find it on there, there's something I wanted you to plug for me. Can you plug that Deathstalker thing that they did that was 1,000 copies?
Yeah. Alright, here's the title announcement thing. This was announced July 22nd on Scream Factory on Facebook. If you guys don't have Scream Factory liked on Facebook, definitely give them a like, because that's how... Not Shout Factory, I mean, give them a like too, but if you're the horror fans, Scream Factory is what you want. So give them a like so you can keep up with it. I feel like this is the best way to find out about all their shit, because they don't put it on their website as quickly. So they got 13 titles coming up. I'm only going to tell you the ones I think definitely you should buy, which is most.
Do the whole damn list.
You want to do the whole thing?
Because I haven't heard this, if you don't mind. I hate to.
Okay.
Is my Deathstalker on there?
No, this is.
I think it's gone.
This is past.
Do you think it's gone? Because there was only 1,000 copies of it.
This is stuff that's not out yet. This is their lineup.
Deathstalker's not out.
This is their lineup that they talked about at the Comic-Con panel. This is what they released. Okay, Bubba Hotep Collector's Edition. Willard, the original 1971.
Are they doing a double special deal on Bubba Hotep, or is it just?
It's all saying just collector's editions for all these. So yeah, Bubba Hotep. We got Willard from 1971. So it's not the remake with Crispin Glover. It's the original Willard. And then Ben, which is the sequel to Willard. The original Black Christmas, 74.
That's bought.
That's fucking awesome. And these are all collector's editions too. We got Poltergeist 2 bought. Poltergeist 3 bought. Dreamscape, which has got Dennis Quaid in it.
They're putting out Dreamscape. I love that
collector's
movie.
edition.
I'm buying that.
Rabid, of course, which we just talked about. Dead Ringers.
Bought Jeremy Irons. It's a great movie.
It's Cronenberg also. Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3. Double feature.
I like those.
And they said you asked for it a lot, so make sure to buy it. So I guess that was a fan one. I got the first one from them. It looks great. The House That Screamed, 1970. They said it's a rare early slasher. And Dead of Winter, which has got Roddy McDowell in it. Fucking goddamn Fright Night. Peter Vincent. Yeah.
Well, he was fucking in all the Planet of the Apes shit too.
Of course. And so yeah, that's the list right there. That's
and Legend
just,
of Hell House.
I mean, what a fucking lineup we got coming. That's just all titles we've been asking for. Just good shit all around. You got Cronenberg. You got.
I see why you didn't want to list some of those. Some of those are garbage.
Yeah, but like Willard and Ben, I don't care about those.
I'm not buying that. I'm not.
Bubba Hotep is first on the list for a reason. That's bought. Black Christmas, Poltergeist, Rabid, Dead Ringers.
Which Poltergeist are they doing?
2 and 3. Collector's editions. Which I think those are out on Blu-ray, but they're not Scream Factory. And I know the first ones, I don't think they put that one out.
No, they didn't. They had nothing to do with that. Warner Brothers owns the first one.
But Dreamscape and Rabid, Dead Ring, I'll get that Slumber Party Massacre set. That's pretty awesome.
You know, I like Slumber Party Massacre 3 better than I do any of them.
Yeah.
The first one I can't get into. I've got it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I need to flip
I like the character, the driller killer or whatever, but as far as the actual movie and the pace, I'm not really too fond of, but I like it for the collection. It's definitely a slasher to own and have in your collection, but
I still a lot of that's weak.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not double dipping and buying Poltergeist 2 and 3. I'm not doing it.
Yes. Which one do you like better?
I already have them.
Oh, yeah.
3. The only thing about 2 that's cool is Screaming Mad George did the makeup for it.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else about... I going a little thing about that, I don't like the Poltergeist films. And that remake was horrible. The
I've
original
never seen
one,
it.
I think, is a turd. I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
I think it's boring.
I agree with that.
I'm like, this is Toby Hooper. And then Spielberg comes along and, does whatever with it. And I love Steven Spielberg too, but it's just not a good film. William Sadler's freaking out in the film right now, if anybody's interested in that.
So you're talking about the Deathstalker 2.
Yes. Is it gone?
Let me see. I'm looking. It's a double feature they did.
Oh, I ordered that. I had to have it.
Yeah, Rabbit is up for pre-order. I can see that. I'll just find that real fast. $25. You get the 2 weeks early shipping and the poster. That's while supplies last. So, like they said, you can pre-order right now, but you don't know what the features are going to be. I'm sure.
I want to also say something about their pre-order system, guys. If you pre-order with them, they take your money immediately,
Yeah.
which is harsh.
Yeah.
It's good because you don't have to worry about having the money in there, later on. But I will tell you, if you order anything from that fucking company, they hit you right in the pants right immediately. Which is why I didn't order the Chucky thing. I can't throw $60 at them right now. That's just too goddamn much. Is that even still on there?
What?
The Chucky pre-order?
Yeah.
Nobody's touched it.
Nobody wants it because it's too expensive.
What about the Deathstalker thing? Is it toast?
It's the only link on this page that's not live. So yeah, I'd say it's toast.
There were only 1,000 of them. And of course, the doctor
And
had to have it.
that's Jim Wynorski, who directed Chopping Mall. So that's who did Deathstalker.
I had to
1 and
have
2.
those. I love those movies. I think I love the
good.
Deathstalker movies.
Let me see.
We should watch them.
Wait.
They're like Conan with porn.
No, they're still on here. It says still up for pre-order, and it's $26.99.
Hey, it's a no-brainer. It's 1,000 copies. I had to have it. I love those movies.
Here's the synopsis for it. Deathstalker is a mighty warrior chosen to battle. This is from Shout Factory's website. Chosen to battle the evil forces of a medieval kingdom, who sets off on a journey to the most challenging tournament in the land. To the winner will go to the throne of the evil wizard, the ultimate mystical power, and the love of the beautiful princess. But first, Deathstalker must prove him worthy of his legacy, and treachery lurks at every turn.
It's a B film. They're fun. There's a lot of tits in it. There's a lot of gratuitous butt shots.
It's from 83 and 87. So
Part of my childhood, kids. If you want some cheese, you want
and
some...
makeup effects artist John Carl Buechler, ladies and gentlemen, who did fucking Dungeon Master and goddamn Friday the 13th Part 7.
And
he's
Troll.
He's a goddamn beast, and he loves that medieval cheese shit. He fucking loves it, and he pulls it off.
Fucking
tremendously.
Troll, man. He did
Yeah.
Troll. He did fucking the makeup in Bride of Reanimator.
Yeah, he pulls it off.
There's a
tremendously.
shitload of stuff with him on that Bride of Reanimator
Oh, yeah.
release.
He pulls it off tremendously. If you've never seen Dungeon Master, that film's hilarious.
It's awesome.
And if you like that film, Deathstalker is for you. I don't know if he did the sequel, but I know he did.
I don't think so.
I
but
know he did the first one.
I had to have it, man. 1,000 copies. It's like,
Yeah,
why would I
man.
not buy this?
So that's gonna be great. So we had, especially a doctor, has so many fucking horror titles. It's hard for us to come up with one, and I always usually leave it up to the doctor. There's only been a couple episodes on here where I've chosen the films. Usually he does. But we got a lot of stuff lined up for you because the doctor always fills the prescriptions. And be on the lookout because we will do Microwave Massacre when that comes out. We're looking for the right time to do Return of the Living Dead for you guys. Of course, me and him both have both of the Blu-rays that have already been out, but we want to do the Scream Factory one for you guys.
The
But
short story
we're really,
on that was
we're really
I
waiting
had
on
ordered that, and it got canceled.
Yeah, some fucking crazy shit just happened with that.
And I apologize to you.
It's all right.
We need to, one of us needs to just get it off Amazon.
That's a
I guess,
late
but-
birthday present. It's supposed to be. But
Yeah, it is. I just haven't.
It's all right.
I thought I would be able to find that one at Best Buy.
Of course not.
No, I mean, I think closer to Halloween, maybe I can just walk in there and find it. It's not gone.
Yeah. No, you can
know.
get it off Scream Factory still.
But again, FYE, another place that I've walked in. I bet the FYE in Atlanta has it.
Yeah, just not around here. I don't know.
I can't find anything around here. It's fucking, and the place that I went is going out of
Because
business.
I guess the market for where we live, people aren't wanting physical media, so they're not keeping it in the store because it's a waste of their money.
I have trouble believing that because every time I go in and buy something, it gets bought. So I think they're saying there isn't that, and it's funny what you just brought up because every fucking time I'm in FYE, there's people in the CD section looking for stuff that they don't have. So I think there is, you know what FYE likes to do, and I want to trash FYE for a minute. They want to walk in and burn it for you off the fucking internet.
What do you mean?
You didn't know they did that? Like you walk in there and say, "Hey, I want the new Sabaton." We have a Sabaton fans out there. I love them. Power metal band. They have a new album coming out in August as well.
Yeah, Swedish goodness.
No, we don't have it, but we can burn it for you. And they walk over with a blank CD and burn it for you, and then charge you $20 for it.
Are you serious?
I'm dead fucking serious.
That's distasteful.
They've done it for years. They could carry the goddamn thing and sell it to you for $10, but no, they want to fucking rape you in the ass with it. It's just fucking ridiculous. And again, Amazon, I don't like fighting these other fucking people on Amazon. It's like I go in there to fucking buy something. It's like 3 left in stock. Okay, cool. I'll get it when I get some money to get on there. Ships in 20 weeks.
And there goes Breaker, ladies and gentlemen. He's being sodomized by the fucking demons. It's a pretty gnarly scene. How the collector, it's like you turn into a demon, you look like shit.
For example, like I just want to use this as an example. This is ridiculous. This goddamn thing came out Friday. Ghoul Dungeon Bastards ships in 1 to 3 weeks. What the fuck?
It's like if you don't have Amazon Prime, they pretty much force that down your throat now. Everything else takes like 3 weeks to ship when it should be here in like a week. Especially if you pre-order it. There's, I ran into problems with that with Amazon when I bought pieces because I pre-ordered it.
Oh, you got butt fucked on that.
Yeah, and it took 2 weeks for them to ship it to me after I pre-ordered it like 3 months in advance.
I wanted to ask you something.
And their excuse was they told me it was sold out, and I was like, but I pre-ordered a copy and you took my money, but you're telling me I don't get one. They're like, well, I'm sorry, it says it's out of stock, so you'll probably get it in like 2 weeks. It's like, so why did I pre-order something so I'd get it the day it comes out? When I could have just waited 2 weeks and bought it myself, Stupid. So I don't like how we're almost forced to buy everything online now because there's not a lot of stores where you can order stuff in and then you can purchase it, at least not around here. So
why is Cat in the Brain $40?
It should be $30.
Look, it's $40 goddamn dollars on here.
I bought mine for $40 and it came with that bobblehead. That bobblehead's worth $40 by itself.
$40 for this goddamn thing. Amazon is a ripoff, man. A lot of this stuff on here.
It never used to be, but now it's gotten so popular that now they're the new FYE where they're going to charge $18 for a single disc jewel case CD. So I don't know. It's becoming a real pain in the ass to buy physical media. So I understand everyone buys shit digitally, but I like to have a collection physically and buy stuff, so it makes it hard for people like us.
They make you swim through a river of blood to get it.
Yeah. And plus, there's no real organization. If you're trying to look for new death metal stuff, you have to type in a band that you want to listen to, that you want to find.
What were the 2 bands that Dallas had mentioned when we did that interview? He mentioned one from Italy that I was really interested in.
Hideous Iniquity. Or Iniquity, yeah.
Oh, that was Hideous Divinity.
Hideous Divinity.
Is that it? Hold on a minute.
I think so. That would make more sense. And there's more and more tits. Uncle Willie is in heaven. This is where Dick Miller is all the time.
Ships in 400 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm fucking sick of it. Every time I want to buy something, you get on this goddamn website where it ships in 2 months. Oh, they're a Unique Leader band. That's why. It's at Brant's house. Actually, these are all old. Is everything on that goddamn label? You know, I gotta be honest with you, Unique Leader has some interesting bands, but it's impossible to find stuff on that label.
Yeah.
What year did this come out? 2014. Is that what he would have been plugging? Something that's that goddamn old?
I don't know.
Oh, it's technical death metal. No, thank you. Can't do technical death metal. Somebody recently was like, "Hey, doctor, you gonna go see Gorguts?" Fuck no, I don't like them. If I want to listen to a bunch of noodling, I'd put a goddamn Steve Vai album on. No thanks. Stick a gun in my mouth. I have no interest. Gorguts has 2 good records, and that's it. They put out that fucking monstrosity of a fucking album that everybody fucking loved. That fucking
Plagueis.
No, what's the one
Sands.
everybody likes? I fucking hate that fucking album.
Colored Sands.
Obscura. I hate that fucking
Obscura?
album. Love the band Obscura. Don't like the album Obscura. It's fucking terrible. I can't do. Actually, the band Obscura is one of the only technical death metal bands I can listen to. I cannot deal with. I can't deal with it. I don't want to listen to that garbage.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I'd rather stick a fucking gun in my mouth. It's the same fucking reason I don't listen to Rush. It bores the shit out of me. I'm not interested in listening to technical music.
Yeah.
It's just fucking gay. It's like, look how well I play my instrument. I'm showing off. It's like, no thanks. I'm not interested in that anymore. Honestly, as a kid, I will tell you guys, we have any young listeners out here.
When did Michelangelo Baccio start?
I don't
playing
need.
death
I
metal?
don't need. You know what? Somebody that is a really good musician doesn't make me want to play music.
Yeah.
It makes me want to shoot him
It doesn't
with a gun.
Doesn't inspire you either. It's
Nothing inspiring about. I can't fucking deal with it. I don't want to listen to that fucking shit. And do I listen to some? Do I listen to some prog stuff? Sure. And can they play their instruments real well? But it's not just this overbearing. I can't fucking deal with it. And this annoying ass fretless bass. No, thank you, Luke LeMay. You can keep it.
Well, you should just make death metal riffs. Now it's
Just keep it. You can keep it. You can keep it and have it. I can't fucking deal with it. I can't do it. We'll do it live. I can't.
I haven't done that in a while.
It's deserving of it. Yes, I am.
Oh, god damn.
It's horrible. I don't want to listen to that. I don't listen. I wanted one more thing about the Gorguts. Yeah, I'm going to pay fucking $15 for a fucking 45-minute song. No thanks.
No, Meshuggah's already done that. Have a good night.
Not a fan of that band either. Yeah. I can't do it. I can't.
I can't do it. Do it live.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I can't. I don't know why anybody would listen. And it's always some little fucking that little fruit that always talks to Jens when we go to shows at Masquerade. He's always like, I really not tell you death metal.
Tombstone death metal.
This is worse than the Tombstone death metal guy, and that guy's fucking sucks. But I'm talking about the fucking. I can't deal with the fucking the goddamn. They want to fucking listen to that goddamn garbage. I don't understand it.
God damn it.
We'll do it live. Okay.
We'll do it live. Go ahead, do it.
This.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No, we'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
And that's what I think of that stuff. Who the hell wants to listen to a?
Can't do it. Do it live.
That long of a. You couldn't have put it as tracks. I'm being creative, putting it as one. No, you're making me want to punch you. You know, I don't get it. I want to say something else too that's annoying. I'm tired of when I go to buy something that I think's interesting. It's like it's only on vinyl.
Yeah.
I'm not buying your fucking vinyl. Vinyl is too space filling, and it's too goddamn expensive.
Yeah, it's like $30. It's like double gate. It's like you're never gonna open that shit. It's gonna be in your bin until your fucking kids realize you have it when you're about to croak, and they're gonna go sell it. So
listening and buying vinyl. Plus, what?
There's one vinyl
What's
that I
fun
bought.
about? I buy vinyl occasionally when I can get it cheap. But what I'm saying is,
one of the only ones I bought that I really.
But
loved.
I can't listen to it.
Yeah, I bought one because it was a collector's thing, and I really enjoyed it. Because I got Broken Hope's Omen of Disease from them, and I never opened it. It's because it's
you
lame.
have that.
Yeah, and it's
Really?
the slime green one, and I never opened it, never will.
Was
I
it
have
expensive?
it because I love it. It was like $25.
It's not bad.
And I bought the CD with it because I got it. I got the vinyl. I got the CD cheaper, and I got tour shirt. Like I got the whole shebang when I went and saw him. And thanks to Damien for being cool to me then. Like we said, we're still watching Demon Night here.
Yeah,
off
I
track here.
apologize. We've went in about 100 different directions.
No, it's
today,
okay.
but It's been a minute. Since
We're at
we've done
an
these.
hour and 10 minutes now on the dot.
Sticking with the film now, guys.
And,
But yeah, and don't forget we have
we got Gorgasm.
yeah.
So that's what I was saying with the Broken Hope thing. You know, thanks to Damien for being cool, and Jeremy as well for being really cool at that show. And
No, see,
hooking
that's
me up.
cool. I like buying stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, though, is
If that's all
I
they
go in
have.
goddamn FYE, and I'm being serious about this. I haven't even told you this. The Dinner Sherman, the two guys from Merciful Fate, put a record out in fucking June.
Yeah,
They've got it on vinyl, and they don't have it on fucking CD.
stupid.
And it'll sit there. It'll sit there until it never sells.
Yeah, I get if you're you put out both, but if you just have the vinyl and that's it, it's like who's gonna buy this right now?
A record store that I won't plug, and you know which one I'm talking about. Apparently, that's all they have, and they don't get it on CD, but they have it on vinyl. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bunch of fucking dog shit. I don't get it. You know, if you want to buy it, that's fine. I'm not paying $30 for a goddamn vinyl release of something. I can't do it.
There you go with this film. Of course, there's something in Hollywood where the black actors have to sacrifice themselves by exploding. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's in like every fucking film. If there's action in it, a black person's going to strap bombs to their chest and explode for one white person in the room. I never understood.
I'm going to put you on the spot a second.
Gotcha.
This is a hands-down easy answer for me.
Okay.
Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knot, what we're watching, or Creep Show.
Creep Show.
I'll take Creep Show and Creep Show 2 over this film.
Me too. I love this film, but if you're saying Creep Show, nah.
I don't know why.
Gotta
Creep
do
Show
Creep Show.
works on like 100 million different levels. We need to do that too.
It's just great. Yeah, I apologize we haven't done that yet.
No, we don't apologize. That's my fucking fault for not bringing it over.
Well, definitely something we should do.
yeah. I'm not saying I don't like this film. I just thought I'd put him on the spot a second with that. You want to put me on the spot with anything today?
Comparing this film to something else that you'd rather watch?
No, it can be, yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
You know, for me, for my money's worth, and I'm not saying anything against this. I own this, obviously. I like it. And this is a newer film, so it looks better, and the gore's better, and all that stuff. But there's something just fun about the way the original and the second Creep Show flow. I'll tell you what, the second Creep Show is a great film. I've always had a soft spot for it.
Christine or The Car?
Oh, Christine.
Yeah.
Even as mad as I am at John's horrible live concert, I hope none of you attended it. Thank God I didn't.
Maybe it was better if they were there. I don't know.
No, not when you're playing guitar.
I've never seen
for the
it,
Halloween.
so
theme.
I stayed away from it. I never watched any of it. So
it's an abomination. The other day, I was so upset. I was about to sell all my Carpenter stuff, and Corey was like, "No."
The only people I knew that went to that really liked it were people that I know that are shitheads about music in the first place. That just
who
are elitist.
You know people that went to that?
Not from here, like people I'm friends with online,
okay.
but you know, some of the people I'm just like, yeah, your opinion's fucking irrelevant to me. I've gotten
I won't say who. One of our guests went and thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I actually pissed him off because I was like, I think it sounded like
I got
shit.
in arguments with these kinds of people before, and I know where their opinions are, and they're in the toilet. So when they were like, "This is amazing, best night of my life," my mom gave me her PayPal credit card, and I went and bought it.
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, your opinion."
I mean, go watch it for yourself, guys. John Carpenter Live, 2016. Look it up on YouTube. It's a fucking abomination. Horrible. Horrible.
If you're as big
do
of
I
a fan,
love him? Sure. Should he be performing that stuff without Alan Holdsworth and without his fucking children? Yes. It's just a piece of shit. I'm glad I didn't go. We were actually going to travel to go to it. I'm glad we didn't. I've actually lost respect for him. It's like, funny story. I want to. Speaking of John Carpenter, this is something I've not heard you mention, so I thought I would bring it up here on the podcast. John just sued Sony and won.
Really?
He did. A movie that came out a few years ago, and it was funny because when I watched it, I was like, wow, this is a blatant rip-off of Escape from New York that they put out. It was a science fiction film with Guy Pearce.
Oh, fuck. It was called, like...
I'd have to look it up. I can't remember the name.
It's the one where they're in space and they have like space prison thing.
That's correct.
It's
the female lead in it is the girl from the daughter in the Taken films that gets kidnapped from Liam
damn it!
Neeson
I remember
all the time.
seeing that. It's called like Continuum or something stupid. I can't.
Anyway, he sued them and won
because it was likeness rights.
Sued the shit out of them.
Yeah,
and won.
The movie was horrible. Anyway, by the way.
Oh, I saw it at the Dollar
terrible.
Theater. Yeah, it was bad. And I like Guy Pearce.
I do too, but that movie is awful.
It's not good. Why can't I think of the name of that film?
I have to look. I really don't. It's fucking bullshit that I can't think of it.
I can't think of it either. I see it at McKay's all the time for like $2. But anyway, yeah, so he sued him. He sued them and won. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Lockout.
Thank you.
God damn it.
But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of weird. But so maybe now that he's got a bunch of money, maybe he won't have to go put on these horrible concerts and ruin his legacy with his terrible live performance. And just for an example, he performs the Thing music. He didn't write that. Mario Cohn wrote that.
That's basically a cover.
It's just dumb.
It's so that the hipsters can be like, "Why aren't you
And
playing
it
the
was,
Thing?"
and it was. It was all these like,
It's like, I didn't
man,
write
let's
that.
get out of here and listen to some tech death in my car. No thanks. No thanks. Not going to that turd. I'm glad I didn't go. I would have just went there. It's just fucking stupid.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. I'm not doing it. If it came here, I'm not doing it. It's horrible. And I'll shit talk anybody that goes to him. Like, you're not a fan, you're a fool. Paying money to see him butcher his own material?
It'd be like,
no thanks.
It'd be like me going to see Midget Kiss.
Which is dumb. Like, his son's up there like, it's like, I'm going to punch you in the nuts. It's fucking stupid. It's I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, you don't need.
Just stop.
You don't need a
now
guitar for that.
Stop it now, Grandpa. You know what you are? You're not the master of horror. You're the master of shit. Stop doing this. You've not done a good movie in fucking 20 years. Just stop. Just stop doing it. I don't want to hear you ruin these songs. If it was him up there telling stories with a scent and he was him doing stuff, it would have been cool, but it's not. It's him up there with his, 2 loads he dropped in 2 different whores. And they're up there, and I'm sure that his stupid manager, bitch cunt wife is like, oh, let's you should go on tour and rip everybody off with your $400 meet and greet. It's fucking stupid. This hipster turd that works at fucking... I can't even go into that because people listen to this. Whatever. He fucking goes there. He's like, it was amazing. It was amazing. It's like, yeah, because you're a fucking hipster. You know, did you have your nut huggers on? Did you pretend you're into a bunch of cool stuff when you left? When you went and had a craft beer after you watched him?
You have your vest on with your dissection patch.
Yeah, it's a fucking stupid. I'm not. Fuck that, man. It's fucking stupid. It does. I don't even want to watch any of his stuff now. Like it's ruined him for me. Because it's taken something that I've cherished for years and thrown it in mainstream media. It's just fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the fucking encore of that fucking show? Hey, all right, guys, it's so good to have y'all here and stealing your money. It's so fucking great to fucking be here. Fun. It's just like, oh, look. Fucking that McCarthy cunt's here. And Thor, too. No thanks.
She's going to put back 3 triple crunch wrap $5 boxes.
Oh, look, the fucking Papa John's is here, too.
With a Crystal Pepsi, because none of you are old enough to fucking have it.
I didn't.
Oh, you weren't even old enough to have Ecto Cooler or dissection, but here you are with your stupid fucking vest.
I'm just like, why are you... What the fuck? It's seriously, we're going to have to watch it live on a podcast.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
No, I want you to see. It's fucking garbage.
Can't do it.
It is horrible.
You know what I did? I did the typical Facebook thing where I looked at it, but I didn't click on it so the audio would play. I was just like, I mean...
Yeah, you know, he looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper, speaking of the Crypt Keeper.
He looks like he's just like a...
No, he looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper. He's like, hello,
you know what he looks like?
My movies.
You know what he looks like? He looks like the Muppet, like, you know, the 2 old guys in the balcony of the theater, and
he's a Muppets. It's not even Carpenter; it's a marionette. I mean, he's been dead.
Yeah,
and his
son is like, meow, meow.
I'm telling you,
is he trying to Steve Vai?
That's it. I'm doing it right now. You're watching it right now.
I can't do it.
I'm doing it.
Can't do it.
Here it comes.
Toodle's like, I can't do it. Oh, fuck. Well, the doctor's going to do it anyway, so...
This is so...
You got to remember, kids, the doctor's always going to do what he wants to do.
This is so fucking horrible. This is so terrible.
Do you think for some reason I would actually enjoy it?
No.
Or you know that I won't? This is going to make me mad, isn't it? It's alright right
nice
now.
metronome.
Does the guy play guitar over it? He's like, meow.
That is so goddamn gay. Oh, there's more.
So you can't even hear the actual thing. There's no guitar.
Well, let's do the hits here for everybody out there that may waste their fucking money on this.
A lot of money on it.
Sounds like a goddamn bar band playing that. Gay.
All you need is the fucking... You don't even need drums on that stuff. There goes Billy Zane.
Oh,
you just killed Billy Zane, goddammit.
I did. I killed Billy Zane.
He's on fire and everything. He's like, bam, bam,
hold on.
You set Billy Zane on fire. For those of you watching the movie, it's because he's not on fire and he turns into the dragon thing. You got to play John Carpenter live retrospective tour or whatever the fuck it is. It's Steve Vai and
It's like, why are you playing the thing? Why are you playing the thing? It's like that. You didn't write it, you old fool.
People don't know the difference. What? Oh.
Yeah, listen to him butcher the thing. My son's a great guitar player. Jig, jig, jig.
That's
What
weird.
a huge turd.
I don't understand. Why even need the guitars there? So his sons have something to do?
Anyway, I'm done. I actually, no, we're going to torture you with one more.
God damn it. You're going to do Big Trouble, aren't you?
No, I already did that. That was the...
Oh, I thought you did Escape from New York. Because he thinks he's Jimi Hendrix.
Woo! Yeah! Gonna have a craft beer! Yeah!
Your phone doesn't even want to play it. It's like, this is garbage. What the fuck?
Oh, by
He's
the way,
awful.
for everybody out there that thought this was cool to go see him, blow me. For all the people out there that think they're this huge John Carpenter fan because they went to that concert and now you're starting to buy some of his stuff, blow me. Enough of that crap. Garbage.
God.
Fuck you, John Carpenter. You have absolutely ruined yourself in my eyes.
Ugh. It's Steve Vai.
As a person, do I still like his body of work? Will I own it? Yes. Am I giving him another dime of my money? No.
Oh, man.
He's an old fool. But yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. I can't believe people paid to see, and everybody's like, it was unbelievable. Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable that he actually got this together.
I mean, maybe it's unbelievable seeing John and listening to John play and seeing the stuff like the films.
No, it's not.
But I don't understand why he has to have like his sons who think they're Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and John Bonham playing. I don't understand why that even needed to be there. It could have just been John. You don't even need a drummer for that music. It's all synth.
Initially, it was supposed to have
Alan Holdsworth with him.
Do you see why he walked? I'm sure he's like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah, he's probably like, I'm not playing with these fucking kids. They're fucking awful.
I'm keeping it in-house so I can get all the money and walk around and tell everybody that I'm a master or whore.
Now I know.
No, you're not.
Now I know why he probably didn't do any Halloween 3 shit, because...
You know what? Wes Craven, people say what they want about him, and I hate the Scream films, but at least he didn't go on tour like a fool and make a fool of
Well,
himself.
he didn't play his own music anyway.
I know, but at least he didn't go... Toby Hooper did a lot of his own music stuff. You don't see him out trying to fucking do a cash grab.
He doesn't need to, you know?
No, because he's like, fuck it. He was passionate about it. This is nothing but a cash grab. It's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, go watch on YouTube. You think I'm making it up? Go watch it on YouTube.
I mean, he needed some...
There's John Carpenter right there.
Yep. He needed to promote his, Lost Themes thing, which is good. But he didn't play any of that. It was all...
Oh, some of it, they play a handful of it, but it's
Yeah.
mainly him ruining his stuff that he wrote on these films.
I mean, he should have just...
Christine, which didn't have guitar in it, has guitar in it. I mean, it's just... I could sit here the rest of the
None
night.
of that stuff had guitar like that. It was all synth guitar.
Your favorite was the thing just then.
I can't believe that.
I told you. Did you think I was making it up?
No, but I didn't...
Everybody's like, no, it was really cool, dude. No, it wasn't, dude. It's a turd. You got ripped off. You know.
That's awful.
Next time you get fucked, at least come.
They're like, I did. It was so quick. You know, well, whatever.
No, you just got fucked. That's all you got. I'm not going to let somebody that I used to respect fuck me.
He
That's
came in your butt, but you didn't come.
right.
That's awful.
So we're at the credits of this film. I don't... It's like a hour and 30-minute episode.
Yeah.
Were those 30 minutes or an hour?
What?
Tales from the Crypt. They're an hour, weren't they? Are they 30 minutes?
I thought there were 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, they're 30 minutes.
I don't remember. Danny Elfman, of course, does the music.
Man, that motherfucker
He does everything.
from Oingo Boingo fame, that fucker has done so much shit.
Yes.
His filmography has got to be from hell.
Yeah, just because of Tim Burton alone, he's done every.
Oh man, he's
every
done so much fucking
with him.
bullshit.
He did Sam Raimi's shit too.
Todd Masters, never heard of him. I'm assuming he's somebody that worked on the show.
Probably.
He did a good job though, and it was
He
nice.
Film looked great. It was actually, it's.
I don't know who any of those makeup effects crew people are either.
I want to say, because we've just been, we haven't done actual episode in a little while since we were sitting on the ones we just released, but had fun talking and ranting. It was definitely much needed.
Oh, hell yeah.
But to talk about this film now that it's over, Scream Factory did a beautiful job as always with this Blu-ray release. They also have Bordello of Blood if you're a fan of that. You know, there was always a debate when these films came out when I was little. You know, this or Bordello of Blood. I always liked Demon Knight.
Bordello of Blood, if I'm not mistaken, was straight to video.
Mm-hmm. It was good though. I like that film also, but
I haven't seen it.
If I have to pick and choose, I'm always going to go Demon Knight.
Oh yeah,
soundtrack's great. The cast is better. The story's better. You know, Bordello's just a straight vampire slut film. You know, it's good. Dennis Miller's hilarious and everything, but you know, Demon Knight was always my favorite of the two, and that's because I love the cast of it, and it's just better. It's a better movie. But that's also available on Scream Factory if you want Bordello. Pick that one up too. This looks really good. So,
and they're way overpriced, kids. These are like $25, $30 films. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I thought when
they
they first released them, they were going to be a double feature. Because, you know, I had the double feature DVD.
Yeah.
But then they put them out separately, and I'm glad they did, honestly, because I want both. You know, but if I were to buy them right now, I'd buy Demon Knight.
Oh yeah.
I would buy Bordello down the road if I felt like if I was really itching to watch it, which I've seen it so many times as a kid. You know, it was nice whack off material when I was first starting to tug my steamboat. You know.
I got you, man.
A lot of vampire boobs, pretty nice.
You know, it's just a
little too much information in my early adulthood for you guys. So there's some Gore Christ knowledge for
backstory.
You. Yeah, if you guys want to start a Wikipedia page, you can start off by saying Corey Gore Christ first started masturbating.
Now that's interesting. Kevin Yeager did the Crypt Keeper.
Huh.
Kevin Yeager, if y'all don't know who Kevin Yeager is, Kevin Yeager did the makeup for A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, which Corey and I are huge fans of.
Which we did. You guys check out. It's episode number 15, which is...
Very proud of that episode.
It's called Corey's Revenge. And we,
it is. Corey turned into Fred Krueger.
It's when I had like an hour... We had an hour of sleep, and we were running hard as fuck. We were really trying to get some stuff out. And, yeah, we...
Look, they don't mention fucking Canada at all there.
No. Unless it was just the sound stuff was done in Canada, maybe. I'm not sure.
It looks like it's shot on a fucking soundstage to me.
Most of it was in LA, but... So, Machine Head's track was an actual track just for this.
It's interesting. I didn't know
this.
that.
So was Diadems by Megadeth was an original song made for this.
Interesting.
Soundtrack, which they later put on Hidden Treasures, which is all the stuff that they've done, you know, outside of their records, their B-sides, and their soundtrack songs. Like
Have you heard about the new Megadeth? It's called I Can't Keep a Drummer.
With the
my
I don't know why.
Dead.
I don't know why.
Both my best drummers are dead.
Yeah,
that's another album.
Both of my best drummers are dead. Anyway, not. I don't know why I'm even saying this. If you guys, hang on, got a message from the Crypt Keeper.
Didn't get your minimum deadly allowance of murder, madness, and mayhem? Then look out for my next motion picture, Dead Easy, coming very soon to a theater near you.
Never happened.
No.
So Bordello of Blood was initially called Dead Easy.
Maybe, or that was just a joke. I don't know.
Never had seen that.
But I don't know why I'm even saying this, but if any of you guys don't have Hidden Treasures by Megadeth and you're listening to this podcast, then I'm sorry, but that has No More Mr. Nice Guy on it, which they did for Shocker.
Yep.
Wes Craven, amazing. Also on Scream Factory, we'll do that one day. It's got that Diadems track. It's got 99 Ways to Die, which was on the Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack, which is weird that they were on that, but it was pretty cool. And also the Duke Nukem theme that they covered, which is pretty interesting, and it's pretty awesome as well. So there's a bunch of choice goodies on Hidden Treasures if you guys aren't too familiar with it. I think also Angry Again is on Hidden Treasures, if I'm not
Corey's
mistaken.
live webcam name for his gay chat room is Duke Nukem. He wears a blonde wig on there, so if you and fake muscles, so if you want to get on there and check it out, because he needs the money.
No, it's Nuke Dukem, 69.
Oh God,
That's too much.
but yeah,
And my favorite movie is Hot Fudge, starring Simon Prick.
hit.
I got Hot Fudge.
It's a bad robot production. His chat room, but yeah, he'll take the donations on it.
It's a ripe dildo production.
Oh man,
Damn.
it's pretty good. No, it's a fun movie. I know we got off the other stuff, but we had to catch up on some stuff. We hadn't, done anything.
We did, and before we continue on, and we'll finally announce this because we have to do it. So it is time for our final thoughts. All right. See, I added that just kind of nonchalantly in our last 3 episodes. We wanted to incorporate that, but finally get like a segue into that. So, yeah, final thoughts on the film.
I like it. I mean, I know I sound like I probably gave it a hard time. I like it. It's good. I don't know why. I think it was probably the soundtrack sold me on it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like I bought the soundtrack and then I went and saw the film.
Yeah.
But I remember, but I got to see it every fucking day because I worked at a damn movie theater. So
There you go.
down in Georgia, and I was projectionist and watching. I like it. There's a lot of gore in it. I love Billy Zane. Maybe it's not even that good, and I just like Billy Zane. I don't know.
Well, and you like William Sadler, too.
Oh, William Sadler's great, but Billy Zane is the driving force of
Me
that
too.
for
The
me.
Collector's a great character. His little demons are fucking awesome. The lines in the movie are great.
And again, I apologize if we
It's like,
got
here's
away
one
from
to
the-
you, Uncle Willie, and just
If we got
I
away
like Dick
from
Miller
it,
in
I
that
just,
too. No, man, if you guys don't understand, we just shoved 3 new episodes up your ass really fast, and I kind of apologize, but it's been a lot going on, and we've been sitting on those episodes for a little while, been meaning to put them up, and I just figured since we're getting that Gorgasm one out to you guys next week, that we just want to cram all that lost time into one day, so you guys got some episodes to catch up on.
And the Gorgasm interview that you're about to listen to, Orgy of Murder, if you want to listen to one of their albums,
Orgy's probably my favorite one.
it's just great. The
Love
new
it.
album's good too.
And Bleeding Profusely, which is their first one, I think.
The-
Great start to
The
all
File.
of it. It's perfect.
Why am I not drawing a blank on the new record, the latest?
Masticate to Dominate.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's great. And
No, is that? Yeah. I always get their stuff runs together to me. Orgy of Murder. If you're going to go, just grab one. That's
my favorite.
It's great. The cover of that's great. The song titles is fucking awesome. All their stuff's good. They don't have a lot of stuff. They've got 4 or 5 things.
You were thinking of Destined to Violate.
That's the newest one.
Yeah.
That's Destined to Violate's what you guys need.
Masticate to
You can buy
Dominate.
that from the band. You can also buy Orgy of Murder from the band. And they also have merch and other great things.
Yeah, Masticate to Dominate is their unique leader title. From 2003.
Yeah, I think is that the one with...
It's got Anal Skewer on it.
Is that the one with what's his name drumming on it?
Cool Ross?
I think he drums on that.
Yeah.
Go great out. Again, I've got to go the newer ones. The newer ones. Destined to Violate.
Yeah.
And then Orgy of Murder.
Orgy of Murder is my favorite. That's from 2011. It was on Brutal Bands. It's got fucking Axe to Mouth, Dirty Cunt Beat Down.
The interview's fun. These guys
Capitation
are...
Sodomy. I mean,
These guys,
you
they're...
can tell they have a lot of fun with their music just by the
It's just
song
good,
titles.
man, and it's interesting. You'll listen in the interview. We were trying to tap in some other stuff, and it just didn't really. I don't know. I tried to go places with it that it wouldn't go. So, but it ended up being fun. Hope you guys will enjoy it.
Right.
Want to again thank all those guys. I want to especially thank Anthony for making it possible. Anthony's who rounded all those cats up, and I was after him. No shit, guys. I've been after him since May about this to get that interview to you, and thank you to Corey for Mr. Gorecrust here for no sleep on that interview. I know he did like a 16, 17-hour day after we did that interview.
Yeah. And before, like leading up to
you
it.
know. So, but yeah, it's we're proud of it. And then of course we've got the special we mentioned earlier with Dallas coming up.
That'll be coming up for you guys after this one. So we will now give you the long-awaited Gorgasm interview, and please enjoy, give us feedback. Definitely support Gorgasm. If you guys aren't fans, if you listen to this interview and you're fans, check them out and hit them up, give them a like on social media, Facebook, whatever you gotta do. Buy their merch physically or digitally, however you want to fucking do it. Just buy stuff from them and support. Definitely support.
Brutal death metal. These guys are the reigning kings.
And for U.S. dates, they're doing a lot of European dates coming up, but they also are doing Full Terror Assault, which is in Illinois. So that's with Belphegor and Dying Fetus Origin, stuff like that. So if that's something you're into, then check out Gorgasm. That's only the second time they're doing the Full Terror Assault, which is like the U.S. answer to, outdoor festival things. It's not like Maryland Death Fest. It's bigger. It's actually,
when is that?
Camping and stuff like that. It's in September. Something.
Damn, I'd love to go to that.
I would too, just to see Gorgasm. I don't know. Belphegor would be great too. I mean, there's some good bands on there. I think Lockup's on there, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of good shit. Misery Index is playing there. It's a killer lineup. You guys need to check it out. Just look up Full Terror Assault 2, and it's
only the second one, huh?
Yeah, they just
and they've done it. They did it last year, and now they're doing it.
I think last year they had like Terrorizer and Fear Factory.
Ugh.
It was some like. They were really trying to get something started, so it wasn't that great.
Queer Factory?
Yeah, Queer Factory.
I am a fruit.
This is how computers sound to me. Anyway.
I got to watch Hate Eternal, and you did too, blow them off the fucking stage.
Ah, they did. I took that stage and shoved it up their ass.
Yeah, right up your butt, right up your industrial
your
man purse wearing fruit rear.
Your chrome rear.
Yeah, right up your butt. Death metal up your ass, up your industrial 9 Inch Nails listening ass.
Some St. Petersburg dong.
You got fucked by a death metal animal. Anyway, yeah, the Gorgasm interview is great. I think you guys will dig it.
Now you guys enjoy, and as always, stay gory. We are here with fucking Gorgasm. And what is going on, guys?
What's up, guys?
And we got Kyle, Ryan, Anthony, and Damien.
All of us.
The whole band. Finally, this is awesome. Thank you guys for doing this.
It's
No
fucking
problem.
great. Now, if you listeners here aren't familiar with Gorgasm, and you should be, how can you not like a band that has song titles like Lesbian Stool Orgy, Dirty Cunt Beatdown, Infection-Induced Erection, which is my favorite, Carniv Whore, Horrendous Rebirth? That's just... You guys are fucking death metal to the fucking definition, man. And you guys have been... in my personal opinion, I've been carrying the torch for a long time, especially the underground death metal stuff. It's really awesome. You can go on Facebook.com/analskewer and check them out, which is pretty fucking funny as well.
Yeah, we try to keep it brutal.
I mean, that's, for me, when I first heard you guys, that was, Orgy of Murder was the first thing that I heard, and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking nasty. Loved it, because I love brutal death metal, and I felt like you guys were, I'm in my 40s, so I felt like you guys were carrying the flame for a bunch of stuff that I grew up listening to, so it's really kind of what drew me to the band, and that's why it was so important for me to have you guys on. I think brutal death metal is the best and the only death metal, and I think you guys are, like Corey said a second ago, carrying the goddamn torch, the flag, whatever you want to call it for it, and love it. Absolutely love the band.
Appreciate that.
It astounds me. It's funny. I was actually we had went to see Suffocation last year. We wanted to see Suffocation with Frank, and we went over to Clarksville, Tennessee, to see them. And it was funny. I was wearing my Gorgasm stuff. I usually sport it at shows, and it was funny because Kevin Talley walked in. He was wearing a long sleeve.
That was a Gorgasm, yeah.
Which was he was. He totally was.
Twins.
It was just funny. So the whole night he was like, "Dude, I like your shirt." I was like, "I like your shirt." It was funny.
There's a picture of you up
guys
somewhere.
are awesome. Yeah, that's badass. And we've been fans of those guys since like '91.
Oh yeah,
man.
I have been. Some of these guys are a little younger than I am.
Well, it was funny when we went to the show because we skipped King Diamond to go see them, and Frank couldn't believe it. I was like, "Yeah, man, we had to see Frank the Tank again." It's like the first time I saw him was Pierce from Within, and just a huge fan of the band. It's like we, just to get to go and do that. I think they were just kind of blown away by it. But I thought it was so cool that night. It was just like it was meant to be. It was just funny. Kevin sporting the the Gorgasm long sleeve, and I had the Orgy of Murder shirt on. It was funny.
That's badass.
Yeah.
This one's for Damien. You started it in '94, and you were on what was it? It was Pulverizer was the label at the time, right?
Pulverizer Records.
And they weren't a joke. They put out Jungle Rot Slaughter of the Week and also Dying Fetus's Purification Through Violence, which is pretty awesome. Did you ever play any shows with those dudes?
Back in the day, actually, yeah, you bring up a good point about Pulverizer having a fucking really badass roster.
Yeah, man.
Mortal Decay, Dying Fetus back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. A few other gems, man.
Yeah, and Jungle Rot.
Yeah, that was short-lived,
Yeah.
Did you play any shows with them back then? Yeah, the Mortal Decay. We did. I think we. I know we did some shit like Ohio Death Fest and.
Hell yeah.
Like Milwaukee Metal Fest. That was around that same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys played Milwaukee?
Yeah, we played Milwaukee Metal Fest. I wish I could tell you like the exact year, but I think it was like 94 or 95 or something.
I went. I know it was either that year or I know Corpse was there touring the Bleeding. Was it that year?
A couple bands like right before Suffo, and I think Mortal Decay might have been on that one.
Okay.
And if not them, I think Fetus actually played that on that one. Dude. It was badass.
Nice.
I used to love I went to Milwaukee all the time. I fucking loved it.
Dude, it's crazy what happened though, because like there's like no like really big death metal shows there. It doesn't seem like it,
No, there's not.
Like,
It's
like one of the largest death metal fests in the U.S. to like nothing going on. I mean, so yeah, it's kind of a pretty crazy.
Have you guys collectively? Have you all played Maryland before?
We have. We've done it. Again, I'm pretty bad with dates, but I think it was like 2006 or 2007.
Okay.
Nice. That was probably one of the first ones, I think.
I found some YouTube footage of you guys playing the Vegas Death Metal Fest.
Okay.
And that was fucking cool. But you know what my favorite thing was that I found just playing around on YouTube was it was some show. It looked like in like fucking Japan or fucking I don't know where.
Yeah, Thailand. It was in Japan.
Man, that was fucking. That show is so much fun to watch. Man, you guys just come out and just knock it out of
like
there.
a goddamn bulldozer.
Yeah, we watched it. We watched it several times.
Get loaded and watch it. It's fun.
I think that you're talking about
Bangkok
or Indonesia.
Yeah.
Any of those
I
places.
think it was Indonesia. Yeah.
I'll bet it was Bangkok, Thailand. Those motherfuckers were crazy. They don't fuck around, dude. They just
No, it looked like. I mean, the show was fun as hell to watch. It looks like the one I'm talking about. It looks like it's shot from like I don't know, maybe the crowd. I'm not really sure, but If it's on a steady cam, I can't tell, but it's a great show, man. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah. I think several people went to the hospital that night, man.
I bet, man. Now, talk about that show. Was that what kind of a bill was that? Was that a festival or?
It's Bangkok. Bangkok Death Fest.
Yeah, actually, the guys that clued us in on that was Defeated Sanity. They played it a couple years before, and they were like, man, because when we went on tour with them and Amagordas, they were talking about when they played Bangkok, and they were like, man, if you can get on that fest sometime, they said Sunulux, the guy who does all the booking for it and shit, they're like, man, he's a solid dude. It's a fucking badass show. And they even played it without a vocalist. Lilla, the drummer, actually did vocals when they played that show because their vocalist couldn't get over there or something. But he told us, man, you guys need to fucking go play it because those guys go nuts. And he wasn't bullshitting. It was fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, Sunulux is a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. Those dudes fucking took care of us. Every single person that was around us the whole time was like
sick
awesome. Sick chainsaws.
Yeah.
He does their merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a badass fucking dude. And yeah, we had a blast when we went there. We had like a day to fuck around, and then we had the night that we played the show, and we got to go screw around and look at some freaking temples and shit like that. Yeah, it was crazy. It was awesome.
Was there a lot of other bands on that bill? Was that like a festival thing? So it was a bunch. Was it several days or
bands or something?
Yeah, but it was like, wasn't it? It was 2 days, and we only played 1 day of it, right?
I'm not sure if it was
because Aborted played the following year.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Well, they split it in half too. Like they do part one.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the year, and then like towards, I guess in the fall they do the other part.
That's pretty cool.
It's like
it's different.
Bangkok Death Fest 2014 A and then B or whatever. But yeah, they split it up and like have 2 a year, I think.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, there's people from like Australia came up.
I'm drawing a blank. What's the fucking other band that played with us right before us? They're fucking badass. Wasamet Wongwise, the fucking bass player.
Yeah.
Can't think of the band name right
now. I don't know. We just got done jamming, dude. All our fucking work.
The Scatterbrain.
Yeah.
Full week of work and then
late night Friday fucking jam.
Midnight practice.
Nothing like it. So you get to go back to the history a little bit. You got 2 records before the rest of you guys joined the band. You got, Bleeding Profusely with 2001 on Extremities. You got Masticate to Dominate, which I love, in 2003, and that was on Unique Leader. They have a great fucking catalog of bands also. And then after that, there was that long hiatus, and then how did you guys come about into Gorgasm?
Well, I can answer that pretty well.
I know you guys were in, you guys were in Sarcophagy on Severed, which is awesome.
And Human Fillet.
Yeah.
Actually, how that shit all kind of went down is I had known Lesky kind of early on, and Gorgasm has been one of me and Ryan's favorite bands for fucking years.
That's great, yeah.
In fact, me and Ryan have been like best friends since 3rd grade. So
oh, that's cool.
That's good, yeah.
We kind of grew up playing music together. We fucking started several metal and death metal bands kind of growing up and playing guitar together and shit like that. And,
oh, yeah.
I kind of started picking up drums and fucking around, like, just kind of for fun when Human Fillet kind of broke up and shit. And I hit up Lesky, and Gorgasm was actually on a hiatus at the time.
Yeah.
It was like around, 2007, 2008, maybe. Maybe
later.
Yeah, it was
2010
later,
when you guys got back to,
went on hiatus. It was like maybe 08.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Gorgasm hadn't done anything for like a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit up Lesky and was like, hey man, if you're not really jamming lately, like just come down, maybe we could fucking jam, throw down for fun and shit.
Yeah, sure.
So he
he came down. We started jamming, just something totally different. We started a project called Sadicist, which is kind of what evolved into what we are now.
Yeah.
It was just me and him. We wrote a couple songs, and then we were like, well, fuck, we should look for some other members. And then we hit up Ryan and asked him if he wanted to get in on it. He was like, well, fuck yeah. And then got Tony in on it because he was in on Human Filleted also.
Absolutely.
Talk Tony into it, believe it or not. Like, man, I don't know, man. I was on house arrest, so I had limited mobility.
Jesus.
But yeah, we fucking...
You drank that Kraken? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was cracking, man.
So at first it was Sadicist, and that's kind of what. Actually, the whole album, Orgy of Murder, wasn't even written as Gorgasm. It was written as Sadicist.
Huh.
But
Like, Gorgasm wasn't even, like in the picture, you know? I just want to, just start something fresh, you know, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
See where it goes, you know?
But
it was good chemistry with these guys, so...
It was weird, though. It was like we couldn't get away from the Gorgasm thing. Like, we went and played fucking CIM as Sadicist, and, everybody fucking, following us outside afterwards. Like, hey, man, you guys fucking sound just like Gorgasm. We'll fucking find you and shit. We're like, what the fuck? Okay, well, I guess it kind of does sound similar.
It just all worked out, man, because, these guys already knew the songs, you know, being fans, and we were just playing these songs anyway, just on the side, just for fun.
For fun.
You know?
Let's play fucking, let's play...
Stab with Intercourse, or Disembodied, or whatever.
Hell yeah. So you just started whipping out the Gorgasm shit.
Yeah, and then we just kind of had a conversation well, we're getting ready to go record this album. We're getting ready to fucking, put it out there. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Sadicist, or do we want to fucking, bring Gorgasm back to life and start playing shows and busting out these old songs and shit? And we all kind of agreed, maybe we should just fucking go ahead and bring Gasm back and fucking with this lineup, and because it felt good. So
hell yeah. I mean, you guys fucking nailed it. You came back and ripped with Orgy of Murder. I mean, it was on Brutal Bands, and that's a great fucking, label too. You got
especially
Abominable Putridity, Guttural Secrete, Anomalous, Murder Made God, fucking nasty ass shit. So you guys were at the top of that, I think. When that album came out, you were at the forefront of all that, which is pretty impressive,
It was good timing too, just when it all happened,
And actually, what I felt good about signing with him at the time also, because when he approached us about signing, he wasn't signing us for the Gorgasm name, and there was a lot of people that were kind of out for that.
Right.
He signed us and offered us specifically for the Sadicist.
Wow, okay.
He came to a show, saw us play live, and was like, hey, I want to sign you guys. We worked out a deal, and then after that, we decided we were going to bring back the Gorgasm name, and then, we were like, dude, we'll, same deal or whatever, we just, I guess, need to change the contract to say Gorgasm instead of Sadicist. Well, then we had fucking other people hitting us up like, oh, man, what the fuck? If you would have told me it was Gorgasm, I would have given you this. And that's like, well, fuck you. We didn't want to get signed for a name. We wanted to get signed for the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, other labels were doing that, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We didn't want just somebody just to capitalize off of it, It wasn't about that.
Yeah, so this guy just came out to see you, didn't even know you were Gorgasm, was like, hey, this sounds great,
Right, and we were, at the time, we were just going to be Sadicist anyway.
Yeah.
This, 6 months later, we decided we were going to bring back Gorgasm after jamming and playing more of the old songs, so.
Now, was he familiar with Gorgasm and just didn't think you guys were them, or didn't really make the distinction?
Yeah, he was familiar.
So it wasn't just like a surprise. It was like, oh my god, they're actually Gorgasm.
No,
you knew it all.
Okay. He just wanted to sign you guys because it was,
Because
I get it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because he liked the sound,
And he saw us live, but then when I called him up and was like, hey, we're thinking we're going to go ahead and just go with the name Gorgasm if you're cool with rewriting the contracts or whatever. And he's like, are you fucking serious?
That's awesome.
like, yeah.
And we're going to need about 10 more grand.
Yeah.
And be like, are you serious? Like, okay. That's pretty awesome.
If we come out with 3 more albums, we'll make 10 grand.
Yeah.
You guys will get a kick out of this. It cost me $50 to get a physical CD of Orgy of Murder.
What?
eBay.
Dude, you can buy it on our website.
I got like fucking 10 of those books.
I swear to you. Because when I bought it, I found it. I'd found it, and I wanted the damn slipcover because I didn't have the slipcover.
The limited slipcover.
Slipcovers. Dude, I got a promo I'll sell you for like $40.
That's funny. Something else I wanted to tell you guys. I'm not sure which one of you I bought it from, but I bought some stuff off eBay from you guys.
Well, I mean, if you go to our Big Cartel page, we don't have a whole lot of stuff on there right now because we're playing a lot of shows, and we'd rather like keep our merchandise because I mean we don't have a huge stockpile of anything.
Right.
So we like to have stuff when we go.
You bring it on tour with you, yeah.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I mean, we got a lot of shows coming up for the rest of the year. So
come
we don't
down
have
and get
a whole
your
lot
goodies.
of stuff on there, but we got like some logo shirts, and we got I think Orgy and Murder CDs and
Nice.
I think.
See, I like the green logo shirts. Probably my favorite.
I'll tell you what.
I love that green.
What's funny is Lesky makes fun of me for this, but I'm like such a Gorgasm fan from like back in the day that I can't not buy a fucking Stab Wound Intercourse CD if I see it pop up on eBay. So I've got like a fuck ton of them.
Do you have a stockpile? It's just of that CD.
Dude, I've got like there was the Pulverizer Records release, so
Yeah.
I've got several of those. And then once it switched over to Extremities, I got like several of each one. They pressed a black CD with a red logo, and then a silver CD with a red logo. And
I mean, you can't just get one. You got to get both of them because
No, I got to get like
all of them, multiples of each.
I've got a fucking stack of those, man. And then like
That's funny.
the original Bleeding Profusely.
Yeah.
It was on Extremities before You Need Bleeder, and I've got quite a few of those too.
That's great.
I'm ridiculous when it comes to that.
So when I bought this stuff off eBay, when I got some shirts, which one of you did I buy that from?
That would have been Anthony.
Anthony, you have mailed stuff to my mom that I bought.
Mom's name.
Gladys Curry.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yep. I bought a shitload of stuff. I got the last album. I got 3 shirts. The one with the chick wrapped in cellophane and.
Well, I know the one, the last album. Oh, okay. You said the last album.
Correct.
Okay, good. Because I didn't.
No, not the orgy. That was some guy. That was some guy in Jersey that got me on that. Well, I went to Amazon and the damn thing was out of print, and I was like, "Well, I fucking want the damn slipcase," so I bought it. But
Oh man,
devotion to my band.
Next time, get a hold of us.
I should have, but it's okay. I still feel. I just wish you had got the $50, but whatever.
We wouldn't sell for that shit, man.
I know.
You know?
Right.
We're out to make money, man. We're just out to have a good time.
Damien, question for you: How did Gorgasm come about?
Dude, that's
Well, fucking, you'd be bringing it back to like the Stab Wound era, which was completely different lineup. And Gorgasm name actually was Russ Powell's name that he had since like high school. It's long story short. When we hooked up, we went under a couple different names. Like Embodied was one of them.
Nice.
Can't remember. Starting with a C. Something with a C.
This is like 25 years ago.
Crepitus. Another one, that was floating around that we played shows with, we always liked the name, so we just rolled with it.
It's a great name. Now was this?
Off your tongue, man? I don't know.
You can read the logo.
Topic material. There's, I don't know. There's sex and violence and gore, man. That's all.
Where when you formed the band, or what? Now, where were you guys based out of?
Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, we're Chicago based.
Okay.
Lesky still lives in Chicago.
No, well, not anymore. But I mean, I grew up in Chicago.
Gotcha.
New area. I've been all over the city.
Now, to talk about Chicago for a second, was that how you were? Did you know the Broken Hope guys? Is that how that came about, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, I always knew those guys, not like on a personal level, but I mean, we played shows. We knew who we were, and I was approached by them, like years later. I mean, a few years back.
Right.
Well, doing vocals. Actually, I was approached about doing guitar and vocals, and
Wow.
I didn't want to do that. One or the other, and vocals it was.
Just as a side note, I wanted to tell you and actually thank you, and I actually think you're the only one that I'm aware of. Broken Up, that Blu-ray is fucking awesome.
Oh, right on, dude.
Yeah, I mean I know I don't own any other death metal Blu-ray, so that's to be some kind of a first on that front. But hey, I was always curious about that. I mean, were you friends with the Oppressor guys as well, or?
Well, again, not on a personal level.
Gotcha.
I mean, I know those guys. I mean, I like their shit. Again, we played shows together. They went on to do, other things, but yeah, man, fucking, we all grew up, the same era, man.
Right. One of the things that attracted me to Gorgasm was my favorite death metal band, which a lot of people hate. I'm a huge Mortician fan.
Oh yeah, I love them.
And that's what drew me to Gorgasm. I was like, the lyrics, the song titles. It's like, it was just fucking nasty. I was like, this is fucking awesome, And you go back and you listen to it. And I was just curious, what were some of your influences when you were forming Gorgasm?
As far as like musical,
bands, yeah.
Well, fuck, man, obviously, just shit that we grew up on at the time, bands that we shared the label with even on Pulverizers, I mean, Suffocation was always like a fucking huge influence on us. Early Cannibal Corpse, Autopsy, I mean, fucking just countless shit, I mean, Suffo was definitely one of the main ones.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we always liked that overseas melodic stuff. We try to incorporate that in our shit too. So
yeah, the European death metal is definitely. I'm a big Dismember fan. I guess they're my favorite, probably, or were my favorite.
The first album, what was that? Like Another Flowing Stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then also Vomitory. It's fucking awesome too.
Yeah, like Early Entomb.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love all that.
And Bloodbath, out of that too is always been one of my favorites too, man.
Melody back in the day. Oh yeah, dude, Screams of Anguish. I was actually just listening to that, but I mean, I have to say, fucking Cannibal Corpse, dude. Cannibal Corpse, Obituary. I mean, I know we're far from like Obituary style or anything like that, but
still, you listen to that shit you like,
Those guys, that should make your fucking hair stand up.
They throw down.
I mean, I'm in my 40s. I remember being in high school buying Eaten Back to Life and Slowly We Rot.
That's probably that and Butcher to Birth is my favorite now.
Yeah.
By far. So, and that still kicks my ass, after fucking 20-some years. Hell yeah. And I know it'll always deliver.
I remember with them, it was like this, when I was in, it was like middle school, and these, my brother's a few grades up, and his friends had this Cannibal Corpse mix they made. It was just from the first 3 albums or whatever. And I didn't know what any of it was. They're just like, here, you can have this CD. And just say Cannibal Corpse mix on it. And when I heard the, it's one of my first ventures into death metal at all, or any kind of extreme music, so I just listened to the whole CD, didn't really know what to think of it, and then when he said needles injected in your eyes, I was like, what the fuck is the song name? I gotta figure out what this is. You know, it's Edible Autopsy, and I was like, God, this is fucking awesome. And I was really into horror movies at the time, and, you know, that's kind of what jump-started the whole thing with both of them. You know?
Like, when you go back, I mean, I'm going back. What year did Keep Back the Light come out? 90?
Yeah.
90, yeah.
Okay, so I probably discovered that album, like, that year or the year after. And, like, dude, I never heard, like, shit like that. You know? I mean, I was listening to, like, Napalm Death. You know,
Yeah.
Early Carcass, fucking,
Of course.
You know, just other shit, you know, but like, I heard that, I don't know, it's not like a different level. And I was like, reading along with the lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics are fucking
Put it down.
ridiculous.
Yeah, there's we talked about that recently. There's a different, you know, George doesn't, and Corey and I both like George, but, you know, I think Chris put a whole different spin on that band.
He was scary back then.
Fuck yeah, he was.
Cannibal Corpse was scary back then. And you know, and Deicide, there was like a fucking aura of those bands back then before the internet and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Before you could get a glimpse into their real lives where you actually looked at the CD case, looked at their band picture, read their lyrics, and you were legitimately like...
And then when you went to see them, you're like, these guys are the real deal. They're gonna, like, kill you, and, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, but it was,
suck your guts, you know.
It was fucking cool. But that's what made it awesome. Like, I don't want to fucking know about any of these people's lives now. Like, I don't know. I feel like the internet has ruined a lot of that fucking mystery.
Yeah, and press, you know, the bigger it gets, you know, and the ways that it will get bigger. You know, it's...
Like a lot of us grew up on, I mean, like...
Like, you can go on the internet now, no one knew where Bob Rousset went, and you find out that he's, like, a golf instructor. It's like, I didn't want to know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was, like, living out of his car, but he was, like, eating people. I don't know.
You know, it's funny, like...
That's what you want to think.
You got a CD with, like, a Cannibal Corpse mix on it. The way I found out about Gorgasm was my good friend I went to high school with, Adam. One night we were listening to Cannibal Corpse, and he was like, dude, we need to go out to your car and fucking listen to this, go smoke some weed, and check out this band.
That's how it starts.
He had half of the CD. The first half of the CD was Bleeding Profusely.
Yeah.
And then the other half was Cryptopsy, None So Vile.
Oh, damn.
And he put it in, and it was funny, man. At the time, it was like almost too brutal for me. Like, I didn't get it. Like... We were listening to, like, The Bleeding.
It's a brutal sandwich right there.
Yeah, and he fucking plays that for me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, then he's like, dude, well, you need to just keep this CD. And then, like, I don't know, a couple months later, me and Ryan were cruising around out in the country smoking some weed. It fucking hit us at the exact same time. We were like, oh, shit, this
oh, my God.
badass. Yeah. And then from then, it was all over.
You know, the record for me as a kid, and I saw this tour, and it scared the shit out of me. It really did. It was one of those things where I actually felt like, you know...
You weren't going to make it at the end of the show?
Well, because I grew up... I'm from Canada, but I grew up in Atlanta, and my buddy and I, we got fake IDs, and we went and saw Deicide on the Legion tour.
Ugh.
And...
Scary
I mean,
shit.
it seriously was. I was like, Jesus. You know, Glenn was... mean to us, he still is, whatever, but you know, it was fucking the fucking Hoffman brothers up there, you know. I mean, it scared the shit out of me, but I loved it at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what you want out of it, you know. You want to be,
and I think you're right. I think the internet has definitely fucked that up.
I think music should just be music, man. And the personal life should be fucking left alone, man.
it's all about how it makes you feel, and the people should influence it.
As long as the music's fucking good.
Because some bands to this day, I mean, are fucking intimidating. You know, if we came and saw you guys right now, it'd be fucking intimidating. You know, not right now when you guys are chilling, you know, but playing a show would be like, God damn, like that. It was fun to watch that Thailand show, but fuck, like, you guys are intimidating.
Like Facebook friends with one of your fucking favorite musicians ruins it for me.
Yeah.
Hate to say that, but I feel like Facebook takes all the fucking mystery out of it. Like,
right.
You see all their posts.
Yeah, like some of these people, it's like some of the people that you really fucking looked up to, and then you're like, man, this dude's actually a fucking douchebag.
Oh yeah,
especially when it's political stuff. I'm like, I didn't want to know anything. I'm just gonna pretend this didn't happen.
I've run into that, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this because I don't care. But I ran into that with Paul from Cannibal. Like it absolutely destroyed me.
Hey, what happened?
Just getting to know him. And, it's just one of those things with Facebook. It's one of those things where it was like, wow, this is not a... Because I basically asked him to do this, and he just blew me off. And, Corey and I have ran into that a bunch. That's why I'm saying just to all of you guys, we can't thank you enough for this, because I can't tell how many people have basically told me to go fuck myself.
With those words.
And I'm in my 40s. It's like I grew up listening to death metal. It's like my friends were listening to thrash, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to go listen to this. Not that I don't like some thrash stuff, but I was like, this is better. So I got into all that in high school, and I've listened to Cannibal, like I said, since Eating Back to Life, and it's like I got to know him via Facebook, and it's done nothing but made me not listen to the band anymore.
See, dude, that's sad.
I'm being honest with you. I can't listen to him at all anymore.
We grew up. See that like that's a good point that Kyle brought up.
Well, he's right. Kyle, I agree with you 100%. Literally getting to know him has made me not want to listen to the band anymore. I won't even go see him.
Yeah. Man, I've seen 1,000 plus fucking bands, and you take when you're growing up listening to death metal, you meet one guy who's a fucking asshole, and it ruins it for you. Like for me, the first time I ever met Chris Barnes, I was just like, this guy's a jerk.
Right.
I met fucking dudes from Obituary when I was real young.
Right.
And they were the coolest fucking guys ever, man.
Yeah, they're always super nice.
Those guys, they are nice guys.
The guys from Internal Bleeding, and I still talk to Chris Provelis to this day.
Yeah, he's one of the coolest dudes of all time.
That's one of the guys that I don't mind being on Facebook talking to, man. 'Cause,
some of them.
I've seen Internal Bleeding, but I've never met the guys.
For me, now here's one thing that I will say about Facebook. Obviously, getting to do this with you guys and getting to, this is amazing for me. But as far as someone like from my childhood, I'll just tell you right now, Mike Smith made up for everything that Paul let me down on.
Mike Smith is
he is the fucking... I don't know if you guys have got a chance to listen to our interview we did with him. What a fucking awesome person.
Oh, yeah.
And,
well, that's what I'm trying to get at is man, I remember all those times that, somebody was a fucking complete dick, and it may have just been they were having a bad day, but that's all I'm going to ever remember.
Right, exactly.
First impression means everything. It's like...
Take that with... Man, we're never going to lose the appreciation we have for people that, come out to see us play, or, no matter how many or how few there are, we make time to meet people and talk to people and just hang out. We're in Indonesia, man, after a show.
It was humbling.
We had to have an escort with us. There were so many people there, dude.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Every person in that motherfucker.
I think we took a picture with every single fucking person that walked in.
I think it's great.
It's great,
absolutely crazy. Yeah.
It's a lot to ask, but you guys are into it and you appreciate it, and that's the beauty of it,
Dude, yeah. We were honestly wore out from taking pictures.
Oh, of course. It
was great, man. All those people were really appreciative, and man, they treated us fantastic.
Yeah. Gave away all my picks in the first show.
You're like, fuck it, you get a pick. You get a pick.
You know what I'm saying? It's we're never going to lose that appreciation, because it's we've had bad experiences with some people, and it's I don't want people to have that experience.
No.
Not that, and we're just regular fucking dudes. It's not it's not like we're anything special. We all go to work for a living.
Yeah.
And we can play shows on weekends. That's what we do. And if somebody, digs our shit and they want to just bullshit with us, fucking bullshit with us, man.
Right.
That's right.
Fuck, we were just in St. Louis, fucking, some guys invited us over to their house. We ended up staying the night there.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Nothing beats that.
Yeah, we fucking party with house. Yeah, some chicks fucking almost cute. That was a bad night.
Like, nah, that was bad.
I mean, we were like, well, we can go to a hotel or we can go hang out with these guys for a little bit, you know? And it's like, because there was only like 40 people at the shows, so we're like, fuck it, man. We went there and, man, we had a great time.
That's great, man. That's, I think, and I was going to actually ask all of you guys about this. I feel like death metal has lost some of that because I don't know about you. It's like, you know, it's like it's a goddamn beard metal fucking fashion show. When I try to, I mean, it's fucking stupid. There's some fucking hipster fruit wearing a death shirt, and I'm like, I saw death, asshole. I saw death like 5 fucking times. And there's some fucking hipster fruit. I'm not talking, you know what I'm talking, the beard metal people, you know, they got the fucking nut hugger jeans on and the fucking Aborigine fucking earring shit. I can't fucking do that shit. I'm in my fucking 40s. It's fucking stupid.
Here's what I feel about it. It's kind of gotten watered down, and some people have kind of taken it to where it's become a trend and shit like that, but I feel like the true fucking sickos will prevail and remain. Like,
that's right.
The fad will die out.
I think it'll go back to the underground.
Yeah,
again,
I don't want people who are truly, because I almost let it ruin me. And Dan from Inherent Disease and New Standard Elite, our label,
Right.
I had a lot of conversations with him about it, like how there's so many fucking bands, so many fucking douchebags who are like, you know, just kind of in it to fucking
Be tough or whatever they try to do.
You know, and the internet makes it so easy to slap a band together and throw some shitty song out there and say you're in a band.
And make a lyric video.
Yeah, well, he both were like, you know, you just have to, that shit will fade, and it'll go back to the fucking underground, and those fucking faggots will go on to the next thing. You know?
Well, see, you know, we my family lives in Knoxville, you know, where Whitechapel's from. And I used to run sound and do stage work at this club there. Well, one of their guitarists used to come in there and act like hot shit. And I finally one night just pulled him aside and I go, "Let me explain something to you. I was listening to this shit when you were in your dad's balls." And you have to do that with people sometimes. And I tell you, man, the deathcore crap and the fucking beard metal shit, I can't. I seriously, I can't fucking do it. I can't do it.
We'll do it live.
You know, I mean, Damien, do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, I don't know if you guys' age or what. You got some old guys here with me in their 40s. It's like I can't do it.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's like live and let live. If that's what them guys get into, man, just I don't pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, you can't none of us fucking really give a fuck about that shit. We honestly, dude,
you guys stay true to the real shit, and we appreciate you putting out the good stuff, and you know, I think it's awesome.
Thanks, man. I mean, we just do what we naturally think, you know, or feels right to us. And
right.
I mean, like we were talking about, you know, all these other little genres and stuff. It's like those people do what they do, man, and it doesn't affect us at all, really. So, you know, hey, I mean,
you guys are Gorgasm.
Stick to what we do, you know. Maybe some of those people start digging what we do, you know, and then. Fuck, man, then they'll realize, you know.
I will honestly say
more brutal shit out there.
It does affect me when people act like they're into brutal death metal and they're really not. They're just trying to do it for fashion. That shit does bother me.
Yeah, but you got that. But
on a musical level, especially, because if they're
that's what I was talking about. That's where I was. I don't mean to get on a rant about it, but I'm telling you, it makes me want to vomit when I see a fucking, you know, 18-year-old in a fucking death shirt, like he knows everything about the fucking band because he's been on the internet. It's like I saw him, I met him. It's like
if I see somebody else who's into some music that might be like, I mean, they think it's heavy or whatever.
It's like these kids that listen to Kanye West, but because it's fashion, they wear a death shirt. You know,
if I can get them to listen to some brutal death metal, then I'll fucking try.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You know?
It's good for you guys.
Instead of fucking dragging them down, I'll be like, "Hey, man, so
I mean, you know, they just haven't been exposed.
You like that shit? Well, check this out." And they might not like it at first, but, you know. Well, they may never like it, but
it took me a while to get, like, when I first heard the stuff, I mean, it took me about, I don't know, maybe 10 listens before I was finally like, okay, I get why they're hitting the fucking snare drum 80% of the time. You know, it's like I grew up with you know, the very beginnings of death metal, you know, and then it kind of evolved into like
blasting and shit.
It was more of the like groovy, you know, obituary and, you know, shit like that. And I had to kind of warm up to, you know, I mean, obviously I was, you know,
everyone has to warm up to Deicide. I don't care if that's the,
you know, so it's like I just kind of had to eventually evolve, and then, I mean, every time most of the bands that are my favorite bands, I couldn't stand them at first, and then it's like I just didn't get it, you know, and it's like, you know, 2 years later, it's my fucking favorite band.
I know when I first heard Suffo, Effigy of the Forgotten Man, I was like, there has to be two drummers. Like, what's going on? Like, that's not physically possible. Like with the blasting, like, and I don't know. I didn't like blast beats at first, and then they fucking grew on me, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all about blast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first one I heard, you know, was obviously it was
Human Waste.
No, it wasn't Human Waste. It was Effigy.
Yeah.
And that's just so fucking raw, man. It's like one of my favorite albums.
I think it's the way the blast just made my mood feel. It just kind of gives me a hard on. I don't know what it is.
It's Scott Burns' production too.
Yeah, it just, I love the sound of the blast that I always have. I don't know what it is. Just whenever I hear one, I'm just like, yes. It's like a fucking chainsaw ripping. It's awesome.
I don't know. You have to forgive me, guys. I don't have any tolerance for that shit as a fan, especially being older. I just don't. And I don't know. As a fan, it's offensive to me. It actually makes me not want to go to shows.
Well, I'm not going to sit there and talk to some jerk off who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's strutting around with, I'm not going to sit there and waste my time.
Exactly.
I'm obviously just there for show. I'm just going to move on and fucking find somebody worth talking to.
Right.
Well, the fun thing is if you drag them to a show like Gorgasm and then they don't know what's going on, and then they just blown away. And they're just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Like, that's the real deal. That's what that is.
That's what we want.
Yeah. You just drag them in there, and they'll have to, they either accept it or they don't, or they're scared and they're like, I'm going to start listening to Rihanna now and
I know.
Burning all my metal CDs and shirts that
when we just played, we played a couple of very different shows for us. When we played St. Louis and Kansas City,
okay,
or not Kansas City, Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka
was very different than usual, and when we got done, we had a lot of people coming up to us being like, "I didn't know about you guys, and what the fuck just happened?" And we're like, That's what's up. I mean, even though there might have been less people there than we hoped for, if we gained a few fans, that was fucking awesome. Made it all worth it.
Yeah,
that's what you want out of it, man.
I don't know. For us, it's about the experience. Yeah,
I agree with that.
But while we were earlier talking about like labels and how I was talking with Dan Osborne about this and that, I just want to say. And he probably won't even hear this, but I will say that Dan Osborne, who runs New Standard Elite Records and the drummer for Inherent Disease, is probably one of the most stand-up, passionate guys about death metal that you will ever fucking meet in your life. And anything that dude puts out, he truly fucking loves. And I would say that he's one of the very few people left in death metal, especially label-wise, that actually truly fucking cares about the death metal scene and the bands in it. And every band that's on his label, he'll go above and beyond even what he agrees to. Like, that dude, he's fucking awesome. So, that dude, anything that he puts out, I would say anybody who listens to Gorgasm or listens to fucking Inherit Disease or any fucking brutal death metal in that type of vein, I would say you could probably pick up any fucking album that's on his label, and it will not suck. It's gonna be pretty fucking brutal, and in the same vein, like, that dude sticks to his vision. He only wants a certain type of death metal on his label, and he sticks true to it. He doesn't go out and try to sign what's gonna make money. It's all fucking brutal death metal, and I really appreciate the fuck out of that.
Yep. And one of the bands
it's shit like that that keeps my fucking
and it kind of makes you feel kind of special, like you're in a special club or something.
Yeah.
You know, as stupid as that sounds, but like, hey, we're in this, like, you know, little fucking, we got this little thing going, whatever, you know, let's share that with you.
And every fucking band on the label too, like, I don't know, we're all bros. So like when I look at the roster, it's like all these dudes, every fucking person on this fucking label is cool as fuck. Like,
yeah, we gotta meet a bunch of them in Indonesia too that are on this label.
Yeah, Gore
they fucking showed up, dude, with big New Standard Elite fucking banners, and we all took pictures on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They were cool as fuck, man.
It's crazy,
awesome
man.
dudes.
It's
Now, one of the
really
bands.
is, man. It's like a fucking family almost.
That's good.
It feels like a family to me. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you can talk to people a couple times on the internet, and then fucking you fly overseas and you meet them for the first time, and it's like, you know, you've known each other forever. It's awesome.
It's good. I know Distant Tomb is kind of blown up, and they're on that label, right?
Yeah. Partied with them in Indianapolis recently.
That's cool.
And Chicago. Distant Tomb, yeah.
So
yeah, in fact, their drummer just sent me a fucking happy birthday wish.
It's your birthday today, right?
Yeah.
Happy fucking birthday from us at Phantasm.
It's your birthday, you dick?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Happy birthday.
It said it on Skype as a little cake.
40 birthdays don't mean shit.
You wish you could start subtracting them.
Yeah, they ain't going backwards, fuck.
Well, that's a first for the Phantasm Podcast. We have a birthday on the show. It's pretty awesome.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy fucking birthday.
Henry.
Yep, Henry.
Yeah, he sent a picture of us in the fucking
in the bus.
In the bus.
Yep.
With Dan Osborne and fucking
and Tony Davis.
Tony Davis from Lucifist. And,
yep.
Old boy. Works in Caterpillar. Brian.
Oh, Van Schoy.
Yeah, Van Schoy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we went down there and had a good time, man, watching them guys play.
That's awesome.
Because we knew they were scheduled to do Chicago Domination, and they couldn't do it because of some visa issues. So
Right.
we went down and watched them in Indianapolis. They came through.
Now, who's on Chicago Domination with you guys?
They were, and then
Somebody filled their spot. I can't remember who.
I think it was Kill Everything filled their spot. Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm glad you got to jam with us on your birthday. I didn't even know, man. I didn't know.
It's a present from them.
Yeah, Chicago Domination. I think, let's see. Yeah, Malignancy and Kill Everything. I think Malignancy was already on it, though.
I love Malignancy. I think they're awesome.
Dehumanized is playing it. Lust of Decay.
They're really good, too. Some New York guys. Oh, yeah.
At War Deformity, I think they just passed through here, didn't they? Did you go and see them play?
That was,
I think my wife was there.
Wow.
You didn't get to go?
I didn't get to go because I was in fucking Oklahoma.
I was in fucking Champaign, Illinois, but yeah, she went.
All right, on. Yeah, she said they were sick. I can't wait to see them.
That was that fucking show that Kyle Messick put on.
Oh, yeah, they brought Visceral Disgorge on. That's right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a sick show, man.
Do you guys have some shows coming up you wanted to talk about?
Yeah,
when everybody hears this, Chicago will be over, but we are looking forward to that.
But that's going to be a good turnout because there's so many good bands on that. Miguel does a fucking top-notch job of getting, a really good bill filled out, and Jesse Denton's been helping him put that together.
let's just say this.
They're doing a kick-ass job.
Since it's already happened, dude, Chicago was fucking sick.
I'm telling you what, man. If you weren't there, you need to be there next year.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we actually know a little bit about what's going on next year, but we can't talk about it.
Right.
We got Full Terror Assault coming up at the end of August. And
Who all is on Full Terror Assault?
Yeah, I know Belphegor's on there, which is great.
Nine Fetus.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of bands that are on that. We're going to Bogota, Colombia.
Wow.
On September 10th. And then we're going to be in Portland, Oregon. I think it's the 24th of September. And then we're going to play Useless Christ Fest at St. Vitus.
Useless Christ Fest.
And it's on October 10th or October 1st. I'm sorry. It actually is November 30th, and then September 30. September 30 and October 1st. We're playing on October 1st.
I think it's on your Facebook, the Useless Christ Fest. I remember seeing that
all
somewhere.
These things will be on our
If you guys check their events page as well, you find it on there also.
Just announced a deal where we're doing the the Brutal Rampage tour in Europe.
That's some rectal smegma.
November 3rd through November 12th. We got a couple fests on there. We're going to hit up, and then it's mostly Germany and surrounding countries.
Right.
I just saw one of the shows. I just saw a flyer for Putridity got put on it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's going to be fucked.
Tobacco.
Yeah, Zach Gibson, the drummer for Gut Rot, hit me up today.
Okay.
It was like, oh man, you're fucking lucky you're getting to play with fucking Putridity. And I was like, hell yeah, that's like the second time. He's like, you're a dick, rub it in. Because we played Mountains of Death with them too. They're fucking.
That'll be a great fucking tour, man. We're touring with. We're actually playing the Useless Christ Fest in Brooklyn with Rectal Smegma, and they're going to be on tour with them guys
in Europe. The Rectal Smegma
in Europe, and then I think the other bands on there are Nerva Chaos and Pighead was the band that recently joined the tour. So
nice.
Should be a pretty sick tour. It's 10 days, so we don't get over to Europe often, but if you're over there, you're listening to this, get your ass out and buy a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
Chances are we've met you before, so come back and say hi to us.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for the year. Next year we got a few things lined up, but we're not sure if we're supposed to talk about those yet.
Right, are you guys working on any new stuff?
We've been kind of fucking kicking some things around.
We're fixing up our live show a little bit. We're picking out some different songs to play.
That's good.
So we don't go back and remain stagnant. When we start making our rounds.
I want to keep it fresh,
The same old songs. So
sure.
We're gonna go back and learn a few old ones. But Lesky and Kyle have been starting to work on a little bit of new stuff.
Been working on some shit.
Sure, next year will be a good year to write.
Yeah.
The winter is the best time to write.
Yeah, we don't like to fucking play shows or tour in the winter. It sucks to fucking haul equipment through the snow, so we usually...
it's dangerous, too,
We kind of take that time to fucking sit down in the basement and fucking lock ourselves away and get fucked up and write some shit.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's kind of like, I don't know, how it happens. Get cabin fever and start writing some fucked up shit.
Now on Orgy Murder and stuff like that all the way to Destined, do you guys have a hand in writing the lyrics or maybe coming up with some of the song titles, or...
Man, we all kind of fucking collectively put in on most of that. I mean...
We all pitch in on everything. Like,
guitarists will say stuff about drums, you know.
Right.
I think the drum hit a cymbal here, like.
Or no, dude, I don't like that blast there.
Yeah, we all collaborate on everything, basically.
It's good.
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot, I don't know. Tony's written a lot of the lyrics. There were a lot of things that Lesky had, like, little pieces of things, like, here's this, I kind of think this would be cool. We'd kind of take it and incorporate it into a song, and then, like, I would take a few songs, like, if he felt like he was, you know, man, I've wrote, like, fucking lyrics to, like, 6 songs now, you need to take a couple. So then I'd, like, sit down and I'd write a couple songs, like, on lyrics and shit, so.
Right.
Like, I mean, I can remember, even when we recorded Orgy of Murder, Tony pretty much had all the fucking lyrics written out for that, but we still had, like, what, 1 or 2 songs when we were in the studio and it was getting time to be, like, recording vocals. There was 1 or 2.
Yeah, I was writing fucking vocals driving
on the
and
way
writing
there.
on the way there.
Yeah, and I sat outside, like,
Chicago
while they were tracking vocals, and I sat outside and I fucking wrote all the lyrics to Bloodlust sitting on the porch while they were tracking other songs and brought it into them, and fucking I recorded all of it on vocals just so they knew how it went, and
Nice.
then they fucking retracked, you know, the parts that I wrote. So I don't know, we just kind of all fucking get together and
There's a lot of two different guitars playing different things in a lot of areas, so it's like we kind of come up with, you know, like Lesky writes a lot of the music, but then we kind of incorporate how to like go from one rip to the next.
Right.
And the structure, and then Ryan will write in a different little part that he'll play over something that Lesky's playing, or vice versa. And,
yeah, it's like, and even like weirdly enough, I mean,
a lot of that stuff gets done in the studio.
In the studio,
too.
like I play drums, but like there's even a couple of fucking like guitar parts that I'll write here and there. Like I know like what the end of Exhibit of Repugnance, that melody and shit, like
Right.
just little fucking things. Like I'd come up with that, and then Lesky'd be like, "Oh, I see what you're doing," and then he'd fucking write a melody over it, and then he'd teach Ryan the first part, and then like, I mean, even I threw down vocals on Destined to Violate, and I mean, I don't do them live, but
Right.
it just kind of added to the shit, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all put in pretty equally when it comes to everything, like, and that's kind of why the chemistry works out really, really well with this lineup, I feel like. And on top of that, I feel like we all fucking get along great too, you know, so like, it's like when we go out on the road, we don't fucking, I mean, there's always going to be some little bullshit and bickering here and there, but like,
Right.
all in all, we all fucking, we all get along pretty
When
fucking.
has there been
pretty
bickering?
good.
I must have been sleeping when that was going on.
Hey, you gotta, take it in.
But like, I don't know, man. I consider all these dudes like my bros and like my best friends, and we fucking write music together and go on the road together. And it's
We've
fucking
experienced things
awesome.
together, you know, that like
turds in there, Lesky.
you know what I mean. We've seen a lot of
Seen a lot of turds.
and we do some fucked up things together. So
Well, you got to. It's a bunch of dudes shacked up. You gotta.
There's ups and downs, you know, but that's fucking anything, man, you know? I mean, but we have a good time, man. When it comes to writing shit, we have a good time, and, like, where it really pays off, there's 2 things that really, really fucking pay off to me. It's, like, going and playing live shows and getting that fucking vibe and talking to people afterwards when you play a good show and that feel you get. And really, for me, like, the ultimate is fucking sitting down, writing shit, and finally being happy with it, and then going and recording it and getting that CD and being like, man, we fucking did this together, man. Like,
Right.
you know, it's fucking, it'll be there forever, man. Like, once I'm dead, that shit'll still be there, and I hope fucking 100 years from now, some fucking kid picks it up and is like, dude, this is some fucked up shit that these dudes wrote a long time ago. You know, that's all I can hope. I'm immortalized. People think I'm fucked up. Man, that dude was fucked up. Those guys are fucking
I'd be like
crazy.
fucking encapsulated.
Yeah.
It's like 100 years from now, they'll still be
I go to a museum to fucking play it.
Lesbian Stool Orgy, you know, the musical 100 years from now. You never know.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see if it's going to affect people the same way it affects us 100 years from now. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that same fucking like
That
vibe.
vibe.
What
The
the fuck?
music will be all
What is
like
that? You know, kind of thing.
All
Or is it just going to be like digital fucking like waves fucking going through like?
You'd be like, I don't really like that wavelength going through my ear, and then that's it. They don't even hear it. So
like a sound wave.
it's
Fucking,
it's a very heavy frequency. They're like, ooh, that hurt.
But it's like now, if I'm driving and I sometimes I'll just flip it to the classical station because I don't want to listen to fucking goddamn classic rock or
Yeah.
new fucking bullshit. Like, you know, I'll fucking put on classical music and just drive and listen to that. And like, I just hope, like, as old as that is, I still fucking listen to it and I can hear the fucking genius behind it, you know?
No.
And I just hope that years from now, people can listen to old death metal. Certain people, obviously, because it's already a very, very select crowd, but I just still hope that there's very select people that can still listen to any of it and pick that out and be like, man, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. It's got some kind of substance to it.
That stands
You know,
the test of time.
100 years from now, Disturbed is going to sound like Disturbed. It's going to sound like a pile of fucking shit.
Yeah.
And there's no substance to it whatsoever. But you know, like
It'll be
there's
buried
always
in-
something in fucking death metal that just hooks me, man. There's always a part in every song that's just like fuck. You know, what I'm
Disturbed
saying?
will be
It's like-
buried for a long time over. No one will even know who that is, or
makes the fucking hairs stand up on your fucking arms. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's always something in death metal that just flips that trigger for me, man. And
Right.
you know, I mean, that shit'll stand the test of time.
especially if you're a horror movie fan. You know, that's what originally got me into death metal. It's like these song titles fucking rule. The album art's really awesome. You know, so that alone with the artwork itself, you know.
Hey, speaking of fucking horror movies, you need to check out Brad Twig's fucking movie, MILFs vs. Zombies.
yeah, dude, check it out.
We're on the soundtrack with Lividity.
Really?
Yeah, there's some other bands that are on there, but dude, it's great. Great fucking B movie.
Okay.
MILFs vs. Zombies. I think the distributor called it 4 MILFs vs. Zombies. I think they're like trying to, you know, obviously sell more copies.
That's
Put the
hilarious.
number before it.
Are you guys just on the soundtrack, or are you like, is your music
Yeah,
in
we're
the
in
film?
the movie. We're not in the movie, but the soundtrack is. They play a good portion of Visceral Discharge in it. And actually, I think it's the best part of the movie.
That's hysterical.
Not because you know our music's over, but it's just like what's going on.
The most ridiculous scene.
At that time is the greatest, man. It's the fucking
We'll have to
best.
definitely check that out.
Couldn't ask for a better placement of one of our songs in a movie.
It's a free music video, kind of, but you're watching a full film, and it's like, oh, there's a Gorgasm track right here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we actually sell them at our shows. I think we've got like maybe 10 left.
Oh, the DVDs of it?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys don't have it, pick it up. It's fucking MILF vs. Zombies. That's got Gorgasm and Lividity. It's hysterical. I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Fucking good movie.
I always love watching crazy, just horror stuff, even if it's like low budget splatter. I mean, that's the funny shit, you know. So if you can put Gorgasm to it and get a, you know, that's awesome.
Trying to fucking find those oddities, you know.
Yeah.
That nobody's seen.
Like Black Devil Doll.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's
Basket Case.
yeah. Basket Case is pretty
Oh
awesome.
yeah, Basket Case. Yeah.
Black Devil Doll is just weird. It's like
Yeah, that was weird, man.
Puppet
but dude,
Master.
I don't think I've laughed my fucking ass off watching this shit. It was so ridiculous. I don't know, man. I loved it.
I just watched Green Elk and that was fucked up.
Have you guys seen what's that? The Sinful Dwarf? Have you seen that one?
What's that?
The Sinful Dwarf.
The Sinful. You know what? I think I've heard of that, but I've never seen it.
You guys will write like two double disc albums after watching.
It's an old film. It's this dwarf running around raping and torturing these women.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking funny. I don't know.
I've got it on Blu-ray. It's fucking awesome.
The Sinful Dwarf. Yeah, I think I've actually heard of it, but I've never fucking seen it.
That's definitely in your guys' neck of the woods. That.
Years apart.
I think I heard you.
Figure out.
Bloodsucking Freaks.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
What, Freaks?
Bloodsucking Freaks.
Oh, Bloodsucking Freaks. Yeah.
Classic, dude. Sardu.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of fucking. I mean, as fucking goofy as it sounds, that was a lot of influence on early Gasm shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Stab intercourse and fucking. I mean, especially that album. We watched that fucking shit like, over and over. Just because we enjoyed it, That obviously, like, fucking portrayed in the lyrics, too.
Real nice. So that's what kind of drew me into death metal, even if it's not, directly pertaining to a specific horror movie. When I first got into both, it kind of helped both worlds, where I can really indulge in the whole thing.
Yeah, Sinful Dwarf is from '73. It's a Danish film. It's fucking hilarious, man. It's like a B porno, but he's running around.
It's like a snuff almost.
The midget, and it's fucking great.
Hell yeah.
He's a great midget.
Oh, definitely gonna have to look that one up.
It's funny, man. I can't believe they put it out on fucking Blu-ray. And the Blu-ray's fucking got a director's cut of it. It's unrated. It's pretty awesome.
So maybe in the future you have a Sinful Dwarf inspired song.
Oh, I'm sure that'll happen.
And this is a song title, and you guys should totally use it, because I actually looked it up a lot, and no one's ever used this as a song title or a band, and I'm very upset, is Mutilated Anus. No one's used that as a song or a band. Yeah, so please, I want a Gorgasm track, even if it's just a demo and you guys only use it just for fun.
Sounds like Tony's life.
There's a nice ring to it, an O ring.
Yeah, that's another thing that most people don't know about us is we share shit pics all the time.
There's actually a website you can upload your shit, and other people can rate your poop.
I guess Sean LaCane knows, because we send it to him all the time too. Yeah.
There's a site called like Rate Your Shit or something, and people can like 5-star your poop if they want,
Yeah, the poop chart.
Yeah, like that's a solid log, and they can really have fun with it. So, I guess you guys rate it. You have little star emojis or something. You can just be like, yeah, that was a 3-star. You can do better than that.
Oh, we always name them.
The
Rusty Hook,
Oh man, it's never a fun one.
Cauliflower tree or something.
Especially after cracking, you can't even name those shits when you're done drinking that. Some stuff you drink, you just don't even get anything. It's just insanity that you defecate.
Nice for the fucking bird.
It's like sticking halfway out.
The sharpened pencil.
I don't know what Lesky eats, but he's always sending us shit that looks like a bowl of fucking beef broth.
What? It's fucking.
Looks like just ass vomit.
Oh, is it? Kyle's are always super long and skinny and smooth and perfectly straight. Shit.
That's great.
Yeah. Just leave us your guys' phone numbers after this is done, and
You'll get joined into the shit pic.
That's it.
Free text.
Can send you my dog shits too anytime he, at least get some gratification out of it when he shits on the
it's
floor.
gotta be photo worthy.
Yeah.
Oh, his usually are too, yeah.
Any shit.
It's only the ones that you're like, holy fuck.
That came out of my ass,
Rewind.
These guys got to see this.
The shits that I never get the time to take a picture of is when it's coming out of the bowl. Like, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, longer than all my intestines. And it came out.
Oh.
And it's still coming out. It's coming out of the toilet bowl, so.
It's like tickling your sack.
That's the worst.
God
It
damn.
just kind of wipes down your balls.
You're like, oh, man, you can't.
Now I gotta take a
you don't
shower.
Yeah.
Great.
Just wash your balls in the
Europeans
sink.
throw toilets with no water in them.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking smacks porcelain. Fucking log.
Oh, Europe, dude.
Yeah,
Europe.
you're a shit.
Oh, yeah.
Log just you're splat on the fucking porcelain, and then you're smelling your shit.
No, remember
It's not
you
water.
hit this button and dude's just like, it just sucks it out, dude, like sucks it out like in an airplane or something. Dude,
It's
it
a
was
vacuum.
awesome, man. But it basically sits there like on a platform.
It wasn't awesome when we all had to shit. We pulled over the side of the road and there was no toilet. It was just two
It
fucking
was a mountain
spots.
of turds.
There was like two spots for your feet and you had to just dangle and shit. Oh,
God
I
damn.
can't remember where that was.
When I was in upstate New York, I had to shit in an outhouse outside at night with no lights. That was scary.
In Indonesia, I didn't shit for 2 days because there was no good spot.
Forgot about that.
There's no good spot.
Dude, I was like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom, and they took me over to like some bucket. And I was like,
Take a turn.
They feed it to their pigs, you know.
One photo?
I'm like, no, dude, honest to God, there was a fucking hole in the floor with two spots that looked like where your feet go, and then next to it, there was a fucking orange bucket with a washcloth in it.
God.
Everybody's shitting in this hole and wiping their ass with this fucking
People can, you know,
washcloth.
can complain all they want, but you haven't lived until you've like had to face that.
I'm not fucking going, dude. I played that show after shit bad.
I'll shit in the woods with exotic animals. I will not shit in this bucket.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. No.
I wouldn't have done it either, man.
And there was a communal washcloth.
Yes.
Hey, it's only been used 3 times that day.
And they,
I would rather shit in my own hand and throw it like a monkey than use that washcloth or any of that shit.
I'm like, this here? Really? You're like looking at me like, yeah, it's a bathroom. Like,
That's a bucket. Not where I come from. That's not a bathroom.
Looking at you.
The bathroom has magazines and my Bluetooth player and.
oh yeah.
So I made sure when I was in the hotel, I took a shit there.
We played in we stayed in some 5-star fucking places that was crazy. Like there
Wow.
was, at one point we played a show in this. It was the fucking jungle. It was Palangkaraya.
Yeah, Palangkaraya.
We were in the fucking jungle, but we stayed in a place that was like the sweetest fucking hotel I've ever seen in my life. Like I took video of it
With real toilets, like actual bathrooms.
And just before that, they took us just down the road out into the jungle, past these little huts where people lived, and like no electricity, no running water or anything. Like took us out to see the monkeys, like
Crazy.
out in the jungle, and then they bring us back to this fucking hotel, and I'm like, holy fuck!
We just went on a safari and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's nuts.
They took us to some fucking mud hole that these guys wouldn't let us look at. So the local gangsters wouldn't let us up there and to look at it.
Weird.
Yeah, I got in an argument with the dude.
It's a fucking body farm.
It's a mud hole. I don't know. It was like some kind of natural, like disaster.
No, back in
area
the
or
day, like a natural disaster occurred, and like all this mud erupted, and fucking like basically mud ruined this whole entire city. So now it's all like roped off, and you can go see it. So we read about it ahead of time.
It's a tourist
They
attraction.
took
That's
us-
messed up.
We're like, take us to the mud
Yeah,
hole.
so we wanted to go see it, and they took us there, and it's free. You can just go see it. Well, when we got there, basically the people that were working there saw like this group of white dudes walking up, so they wanted to start demanding money so we could see it.
Wow.
And I told the dude, like, that. Well, the guy that was walking us up there was like, "Oh, well, they want money from you guys," and I'm like, "Fuck that! It's fucking free. That's bullshit."
It's a goddamn mud hole.
This one dude's like, "Bullshit! You bullshit!" Like, let's get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to see it.
Let's go back to the bucket.
Dude, it was crazy.
They were gangsters.
Yeah, I mean, they were just trying to make a buck. You know?
Yeah.
They were like the fucking gangsters from the old kung fu movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They were serious though, man. Hey,
The guys walking around with AK-47s or something?
They had machetes, man. They were like, all right, well,
Jesus.
Black suits and sunglasses. Yeah.
let's get back in the car.
Yeah,
and get
they
the
were
fuck out.
huge and had fucking machetes on.
It was fucked up. But I wasn't about to give them money just because we were American.
Yeah.
Everybody else was walking up in there for free. They only wanted to stop us and get money.
Yeah, even the guys that took us there, they were like, what the fuck, you know? Like, what?
They're like, I'm so sorry, they've never done this before.
That, not you.
So you guys definitely go back there.
Yeah.
One day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So for the most part, it seemed like you had fun.
This is the only place we've ever been where they had us on a fucking billboard.
Really? That's
I had a highway
fucking awesome.
shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
God, I
They
bet.
take care of you over there. They fucking love their metal and they fucking they respect it and they take care of you. You're their guests, you know. So
Yeah.
East is a fucking cool place.
Definitely.
And the guy who runs it or who is running the show,
Eco.
was
Awesome.
He was the best, man. Great fucking guy. Awesome. Yeah, he had the best smile too. I was never not smiling.
Yeah. The dude was always happy.
So yeah, if any bands out there get a chance to work with that dude, Eco Insight on Facebook, dude is fucking
He's legit.
class act.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts you in a James Bond hotel in a jungle.
Damn right.
Oh yeah. Spare no expense.
At least you had a real bathroom. So next time, I guess, you guys get to carry, you know, is it, were they strict about travel with what you had to carry with you, or do they kind of carry whatever?
He pretty much took care of everything. We didn't have to worry about nothing.
That's cool.
Did you guys have your gear with you, or were you using like rental stuff? Or
Our bags or anything. No, like we're used to like carrying all our own equipment and shit, you know. But like as soon as we got there, man, there was like people just like grabbing our shit and fucking going off and putting them in cars. And
Yeah, it was
no,
weird.
you guys come with us, they'll get that. Blah,
It was
blah,
weird
blah.
at first.
Yeah.
We were like fucking like, whoa, dude, who's grabbing my guitar? Who's grabbing my snare?
Right.
No, they were like, no, we don't want you guys to fucking do any work. We're
They
like,
got
holy shit.
they got their shit down. I mean, they even had people that were gonna like run our merch table and all that shit.
oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
But I'm kind of like that's my thing. So I
Right.
You know,
That's
I
still
let
cool,
them
though,
do
you know.
that when we played, but you know, I just kind of I like meeting people, man. You know, so I like to sit at the merch table and fucking talking bullshit with people.
That is a first in my experience because people don't when I go to a show, for the most part, people don't want to talk to me. It's fantastic. We've been really lucky, but some of the things we've got set up, and then this with you guys and whatnot. But I tell you, man, it's, you know, you're going to take that with doing this type of shit that we do. But you know, I think it's great that you guys want to actually meet your damn fans. I'm telling you, I think it's a rarity. Charging for meet and greets and all that horse shit.
Man, we ain't gonna do that.
I'm amazed. I understand when Aerosmith does that. I don't understand it when a death metal band does it.
I mean, if you want to buy us a beer or something, we ain't gonna turn
Oh,
it down.
dude, no. But
That's totally worth that, you know.
But yeah, man. I mean, they're not like our friends or they're not like our fans as much as they are like our friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like these are our friends. I mean, we talk to these people on Facebook. We know a lot of people that are at the shows, regardless of where we're at. You know, it's like people get a hold of us beforehand. Hey, man, we'll see you at the show, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, fuck yeah, why wouldn't we talk to these people? It's not like we got anything else going on. Like, we got nothing important to do after the show. But
I think we'll all be at the same place,
hang out,
Say next time you're in Indonesia or anywhere like that, I would. Anytime I went overseas after something like that, I would always bring a portable toilet, like one of those little ones that you, not like a commode, but there's ones you can buy where you're out in the woods or whatever, and I would definitely have one of those strapped to my back, even if I played the show.
Yeah.
Portable toilet strapped to your back.
You ain't gonna need one.
If you're in the woods, you're just gonna be like a bear.
You might want to bring some napkins.
Yeah.
Find the bush.
Yeah, there you go. But guys, I want to thank you for doing this for us. It's been
thank you guys for doing this. Sorry it ran over a little bit. Sorry.
Oh man, it's all right.
Really appreciate this.
We ran over time by talking about poop for too long. We forgot about the song.
We always got time to talk about poop.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. We hope you guys are safe on your travels. We hope that Full Terror and all the upcoming shows you got are going to be fucking sick, and you guys are going to enjoy yourselves. We hope you pick up all the new fans you can. They buy your fucking merch.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll hope to catch you around soon.
Yeah, man, if you guys ever play in the South, let me know.
Right on.
We will be there.
I was in Tennessee last year.
I was there fucking last summer.
Yeah.
Where did you all play in Tennessee?
Tennessee. But we were there just, on vacation.
Oh, you Gatlinburg and all that shit?
Yeah, we did Gatlinburg. I did Gatlinburg with the family.
Dude, next time you do that with your let me know. I can hook you. I've got friends that own fucking rentals and shit up there. I can hook you up.
All right, on. Hell yeah.
Get your fucking Smoky Mountain on.
I'm sure, man.
Yeah, man, let me know. My parents own a fucking condo up there, too, so.
I do a lot of work.
I love it,
I used to do a lot of work.
I got a lot of fucking sweet distilleries out there, too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
It's
well,
a
cool.
yeehaw.
Hiking all over the fucking place over there, so that's sweet.
Yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of shit up there, man. Cool, man. Thank you guys for doing this, man.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Yeah, we'll
awesome,
stay in
guys.
touch.
Thank you
We'll
so
catch
much,
you
man.
around.
We appreciate the hell out of it. I'll let you guys know when we get it up.
All right, man. Cool.
Thank you, guys. Have
Thank
a good
you, man.
weekend, man.
Hey, you too. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Flesh.